We are live on another official CREWMARU Monday with my good friend Casting Cave here, who has been super cool enough to actually send me over this awesome model kit, and he has one as well. And we're going to be building this. Actually, hang on, this isn't it. This is. I don't understand.
Cut. Start
Listen,
over. Cut.
why did they give me? Listen, we're doing this. Doesn't the box doesn't even show you what you're building?
Shadow Stormtrooper.
Shadow.
Whoa, he's so dark.
Oh,
his armor is so sleek. He's on the box, but
you can't see him.
He's there.
Oh, here he is. He's on the back of the box. This is it.
There. Yeah, there's actually a few of them.
Look at that. Look at my greasy handprint. It looks like a. This looks like a.
You put a handprint on that box. I just sent that to you.
It looks like a crime scene.
It's no longer meant in the box.
It looks like a crime scene. All right, we're gonna.
Shadow Stormtrooper is a crime scene. Great.
Why is it like this? Oh my gosh. All right, so yeah, we're going to be building a Stormtrooper today, a Shadow Stormtrooper. This looks freaking awesome. I'm very excited for this.
Hey, look, we already got people in.
We got people in here. We got Soundwave Superior, Starscream Inferior, Julian Hayden, Samurai Chris, Esteban Barasa, Rob the Plastic Hour. What did I miss? Nothing. You didn't miss anything. Goober says hi, and Clayton Stevens is driving home right now. Clayton.
Good luck, Clayton. Good luck.
Good luck. Don't hurt yourself.
Don't kill anyone.
Don't kill anybody today. All right. So how long have you been building model kits for? Because honestly, for me, I didn't start really very long ago. You
didn't build any model kits when you were like little?
No, I didn't. I never had any. The closest thing.
The glue?
Yeah, the closest thing I had was Legos.
That kid's in there with that glue and he won't open a window. He has no brain cells left. He's done.
Kid. No, I don't. I did. Like I said, I got into these when I was more of an adult. I have built. I say more of an adult, like in my 30s. That wasn't enough to become an adult.
You started building model kits in your 30s?
Yeah.
Well, you're an old man.
I know, I'm an old man.
I'm sure if you go into the model kit section, you're like, I guess it's time to get into this.
Yeah, it was pretty much. It was the Mega Man ones.
Scratch your beard.
Yeah.
I think I'm a model kit guy now.
If you can find these at Hobby Lobby whenever I'm finding decorations for my house.
Yeah, there you go.
You know.
Yeah.
So
I'm on a frame of painting of my family. But while I'm at it, let's build a Stormtrooper.
That says live, laugh, and love.
Yeah. So
you got more
the
room.
sheen on these kits.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah, this is nice.
It's the shiniest black I've ever seen in my life. I love these kits.
Yeah, these look awesome. Like you can just pick up on. Let me see if I can drop this light so it shows it off a little more. Yeah, look at that. That is. You can just see the auto gloss. This gloss on it, man.
Yeah, the sheen is, and as soon as you get a thumb on it, it's ruined.
That's what. Yeah,
it
must be.
As it was.
It's made of the same materials as the box apparently because.
Yeah. Crime scene material.
Crime scene material. That's apparently what.
Yeah.
I can't touch anything.
You get all those nice thumbprints.
It's not my fault.
It's not my fault.
It's the beard oil. That must be like I touch my beard and then.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's what happens.
The beard oil.
Yeah. Well,
You'll never be a good criminal because of your beard oil.
Because of my beard oil. Oh man, looks like let's see, we got got a lot of people in here tonight. Hushan Marshall, Brian Pena, Doombot 9000, the always amazing rocker Josh Smith. That will always be there for Josh. From now on, every time he comes in. Oscar Reynoso, Breaking News Comics. Breaking News Comics says, "Whoa, did you print that?" Yep, I did.
You didn't print shit. You didn't print that.
Corey,
Don't lie to that man.
Corey cast all
He
these.
paid good money to be here, and you're lying to him.
Oh, maybe he means the instructions. You think?
You didn't even print that. Quit trying to take credit for what Japan did for you. What have you done for Japan?
It's the American way. All right, let's get to building.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
I got a pair of snips. You got snips?
I got snips.
There we
They're
go.
not.
Look at those. Jesus.
Well, what?
They're probably the same ones you clip your toenails with.
No,
hey, those
oh my
those
God.
Are a little bit better.
But look, they lost the spring. These are worthless.
You lost the spring?
So, no,
What'd you do with the spring?
these pieces, they're
You
gone.
used that spring to fix something, didn't you?
Probably.
That's why it doesn't have a spring anymore. Somebody's toy somewhere's got a spring in it.
So,
And your snips don't.
what I always do is I always keep a razor blade handy to cut off any of the excess pieces.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
I thought you just had a real pessimistic outlook on life.
Oh my God, no. Well, I got to do thigh mods, so it's either like flip around from a thigh mod, and then I got to, cut pieces to make these.
Yeah, this is it.
All right,
Bill's last live stream. Farewell, everyone.
It's nice knowing
He always
y'all.
keeps a razor blade handy.
Oh my God. A straight
Hope
razor.
we get a super chat or else.
Yeah, it's like, call super chat, help me please. This is a cry for help. So, we're going to start with number 1. Looks like this starts with the helmet.
Yeah, that's where you should start.
That bothers me.
Not.
That bothers me greatly. What do you
Why?
mean? Because every time, I watched the Centurions, and that ruined me when I was a kid, because I think the last thing of the suit that should always go on is the helmet, the head.
Yeah, but look at Mask. All those guys had was a helmet.
But think of Voltron, and then in the final one, it's Keith is like, and I'll form the head. Boom, he does it.
Voltron?
Yeah. Keith always had to form the head.
Nah.
Yeah, man.
Was he? He was the last one that went on?
Yeah, and I'll form the head.
Oh.
You imagine that? I'll form the leg, and I'll form the head, and it just falls over. It's like, that didn't work.
Yeah, what if just one of them didn't show up?
That's not it. That's the worst job to not show up for. You need to be there. So, wait, did you say you're not going to do the helmet first? Do you just know how to do these by heart?
A long time ago, I was a Stormtrooper. No. I want to build the weapons first, so I just clipped everything. I have them laying here, and I'm just going to go with the flow. I think I know how everything goes.
Oh, my gosh.
The leg bone is connected to the...
No.
There we go.
Well,
yeah, that's how it works.
I'm doing this in order then. You do your way.
I'm doing this in disorder.
That is how you live, is disorder.
Yeah, that'll work.
Alright, well, alright, let's see here. I'm gonna have to move this here. Nobody wants to read the instructions. It's boring.
Hey, is Ryan in the chat? Do we have Ryan showing up?
Folsom?
He just built 4 of these kits.
Folsom never shows up.
He doesn't show up?
He doesn't support. He doesn't do any support. Oh, yeah, and he finally sent off my Deathstroke back to me, and it says it was delivered on Saturday, but guess what? Guess what I don't have in my hands right now?
Hey, we were in a crisis.
I know, and now I'm my Todd McFarlane Deathstroke is missing, and somebody's gonna pay for this.
The mail lady gave it to her son.
She must hate him. That's the worst. It's the worst thing. See, so yeah, every time I get a little piece hanging off like this, I take the razor blade and I just kind of give it a little cut.
Oh, that's how you do that.
Maybe you just got better snippers than me.
Yeah, they're pretty much the best you can get for like 75 cents.
So
I don't want to brag. Yeah. I don't want to come in here and flex on you like that.
I mean, wow. Casting Cave is doing really well to be splurging.
Really, like these, Plato. They were named after the guy from Greece.
A philosopher.
These are model 170. It says to use safety glasses, but I just squint real hard when I use them.
That's all you have to do.
Yeah, use safety glasses made in China.
You have to use safety glasses for these? Like what?
American ones, you don't. If you have American snips, you don't have to wear safety glasses.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So should
Yeah.
I?
Only the Chinese ones. Let's see. All right. So I'm almost done building all these weapons.
You're almost done already?
Yeah, the whole kit.
Oh my god! How have you?
No.
I actually use these glasses to keep my hair up.
That's the first time I've ever seen you use those glasses. Don't lie to me.
I'm doing it right now. Look, they're keeping my hair up. They're really good for that. You know what's funny? That's why I bought them.
You're at Home Depot looking at the safety glasses, and you keep putting them up. And they're like, yeah, but they cover your eyes too.
Like what?
Oh, well,
what?
Maybe for you.
Yeah, I think I know a little bit more about what I'm looking for than you do, Terry. So thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your help.
I refuse to take any advice from somebody else's stepdad.
Thanks. You should. Oh my gosh, this is all right. I'm doing this. How's this work? Oh, does this go in up top? Oh, cool. I'm also, my buddy Elliot can attest to this. I'm really bad at transformers as well. Transforming them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not the ones that are like connected to your house.
No, I wouldn't touch those.
Oh.
That might kill me.
You would only touch it once.
Josh says he wants to see me use the snips without a spring. This is harder to do.
Your hands are already bruised. I'm pretty sure you'd be down for the count if you use those.
My hands are jacked up right now, guys. Seriously, I did 13 pairs of thigh mods last night in one sitting, and it's funny though is I cut my finger in two places whenever my paintbrush. I tried to use a paintbrush handle to assist in getting a shirt off of a McFarlane.
You were abusing that poor paintbrush. I can't believe you.
It broke in half and cut me real good. Yeah, it cut me.
If you were using it right, you wouldn't have had that problem.
I know. If anybody leaves the live stream tonight learning something, just know that you need to use your paintbrushes the way they're meant to be used.
The way God intended.
The way God intended. That's why he made paintbrushes.
Right. That's exactly why. That's a quote from Da Vinci.
That's from Plato.
Oh, Plato.
Yeah,
that's right.
We mentioned him earlier.
Yeah. You know, Plato's fun for all kids.
Did you ever eat Play-Doh?
Well, yes. Everybody eats Play-Doh as a kid. They want to know how salty that shit is.
It is so salty.
Yeah, I know.
Why is it so salty?
I don't know. Do we have any professionals in the chat that can tell us why Play-Doh is so salty? There's going to be a message. It's going to be like Dr. somebody in the chat.
He's going to be like, well... Like, actually...
Yes, we have a Play-Doh doctor.
Yes, I knew this day would come. The Tactical Nerdist said the God Hands flush clippers are expensive, but worth it if you build a lot of model kits.
Are those like $60?
I don't know. I guess, how much are those, Tactical Nerdist? Josh Smith asked if I quoted Juan Swanson. That's one of my favorites. Whenever the guy comes up to Ron whenever he's in Home Depot, he's like, can I help you? He's like, I know more than you. That's my grandfather. That's my grandfather. He'll think that, though. I don't think he'd say it. So we're at A2 and A... Hell, this looks like a... Is this not... No, here we go, A. I don't want to jump ahead.
Break it? Did you already break it?
No, I didn't break it. I didn't break anything.
Ooh.
I didn't break nothing. I'm doing this right. A9.
Did you finish the helmet? Did you do the helmet yet?
I have 3 pieces on the helmet done. I'm holding this upside down. This is why I'm not doing it correctly. A9. Bingo. That's not even how that works. A is not in bingo.
Bingo.
How did you get A?
The model kit.
Oh, this must be number 9. They messed up and didn't print the number correctly on this one.
Dude, what? Is it a 6? So what are you talking about?
No, it's a 9.
Okay.
It says
See the little
A9. It's in
line?
number 1, A9, and this goes to 6, 7, 8. There's 9. They just me and numbers. This is how it goes. Sup, y'all, says Chris Jordan.
Oh, what's up, Chris Jordan?
What's up? Bathroom urinal says black Play-Doh always tasted the best. Pink came in second.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like dinner.
That's disgusting. You guys ever taste dog treats? Those aren't so bad, says Julian Hayden. This is my crowd.
Too many carbs. Can't have it. Sorry. Dog treats are off the table.
Dog treats off the table.
Yeah. Sorry. Can't have them.
You're not supposed to feed the dog off the table. I'm not supposed to. Well, I'm not supposed to, but I do.
Somebody's got to clean it.
I know, right? That's the best thing about dogs.
We don't. Your wife doesn't have to know the dog cleans the table.
Mm-mm. Neither do any of my guests.
That's right.
That's right. That's why the table's so salty, but also clean.
So did you notice that one of the sprues is rubbery?
Is it this one over here? Oh yeah, those are very bendy.
Yeah. So those are all of your polycaps. Those are going to be like.
Oh, for the joints.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. You've built the Mega Man kits.
Yeah,
same thing.
Those Mega Man ones are nice. That's what got me. Those are my first ones I ever built.
Did you get Zero?
The new one?
Mm-hmm.
No, not yet. I still haven't got him. I want to get him.
I'll put it on my list, and you put it on your list.
All right, we need to do that. Zero would be fun.
Yeah.
Those are nice, man. Those are some of the nicest model kits I think I've. They're not hard and.
They look great once you have them built. They look as good as any of the D arts.
Yeah, those things are really really nice. Just phenomenal. And I think with a little bit of super glue, like in the right spots.
You mean joints, things that kind of pop apart?
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty nice.
That's how I am with this kit. These Stormtroopers are super, super nice, but certain things like the biceps and the forearms tend to come apart after posing them for a while.
Right.
So having a little bit of the Tamiya thin cement and just putting it along the edges is just enough to lock them up.
Hey,
keeps the arms from popping back and forth.
No kidding. Okay. Well, do you think we'd have to use that on these tonight? Because I have some of that.
Once we get it built up, we'll figure out which parts will pop apart easy.
Ooh, I like these little. It's got a little extra silver part here that goes on for the.
On his visor.
For his eyes. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You've already passed me on this. You're already ahead.
No.
Just finished the helmet. This is cool, man. This looks awesome.
I think the Shadow Troopers are a little more rewarding to build, because you have less decal work to do on them. So once you get them together, you can immediately start posing them. Whereas the regular Troopers, you have to go in and put all those little decals on the face.
Oh yeah, that doesn't sound. Yeah, that always bothered me. Like I personally would rather do the water slide decals just because in the long run, I think they look better, and B. Yeah. So these come with both options, correct?
Yeah, you should have one of each. The water slides and the stickers.
I think there's somewhere over here. Yeah, I like that. I like that those come with both options. I think that's pretty cool. Julian Hayden says, "Did you guys see the Mezco reveals?" I did. I'm not. I don't know. There was nothing really. I think the only thing that I want right now from Mezco that I saw, was the Superman. Just because I purposely skipped on the first Superman because I was like, ugh, I did not think that looked very good, and I'm glad I did because now this one that's coming out looks better.
The thing that bugs me is every one of those pictures they put up is super photoshopped.
The Thing. Golly, that Fantastic
Oh yeah,
Four.
all of
Man,
them. That's Superman. His head is photoshopped on both of those pictures.
that's troublesome.
Yeah.
That's not something that you want. Wow, Ori Omega is in the chat and says more like Crapsting Cave.
Ah, this guy.
Wow,
Jeez,
he just.
can't believe I'm in a chat group with that
I
guy.
know, man. Or see, he's only known you like a little while, and look at that. He's like already
He
busting
already knows
chops.
exactly who I am.
He's already he's already busting chops. The
He's got me figured out.
I noticed there was a heavy reliance on the Rumble Society stuff with Mezco this time around. Um, there was a the heavy presence of their, which I think is smart. I think that's the way they should do it. But I think we were talking about that the other day, like how 3A kind of did that stuff, right? Like how
Yeah,
that's why
so
people bought it.
3A, they had so much cool stuff. The the thing that I see happening with both Mesco and the way 3A kind of went was they're going to produce so much, and everyone's going to get to a point where they're like, okay, we either need like a movie or a cartoon or a full-on comic book to go with this property.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, people are going to lose interest.
I think so.
I think people will. You can put product out like that for so long, but if you've got nothing to grab onto, you think about like the Marvel movies. They're constantly putting stuff out, and people will buy toys. This is a really good example. That Photon figure that was in the A-Force box set,
Yeah.
she's creeping right now. Her price went way up, and everybody is looking at that figure going, oh, well, now that she's in the show, I need a toy of her.
Wow, because they weren't just fans of the character, they just decided
Yeah,
since she's
they
popular in the
saw it.
show.
They saw it in the show, and they went, you know what? I really like this character, and I had no clue who she was.
Hmm. That's sad. I like that character a lot, actually.
I do too. I'm actually glad that she's going up in price like that
Right.
because she's my preferred Captain Marvel.
Yeah, she's great. She's really good. Yeah, she's really good. Calvin J says, "Is that a raptor with a Jedi robe?"
That's the Velociraptor. He gives us very, very, very good information.
That's the Jesus
But
Raptor.
or Jesus, yeah, Jesus Raptor also works.
If you want to get sued.
Who am I getting sued by? Oh no, I got sued for Jesus Raptor.
See, somebody out there is mad about that. Golly, these little pieces keep. There you go. Cool. Yeah, I like these little I always thought these rubbery pieces are pretty neat.
So a long time ago, Gundam kits used to be all hard plastic. These polycaps, these were the game changer. When these things came out, because up to that point, everything was hard plastic. So once you built the kit, it'd get floppy after posing it for a minute.
Yeah.
These things, oh man, they changed everything.
Yeah, they're. I remember. I think the first time I ever got one of those was in one of those Mega Man kits, and I was blown away. I was like, "This is, it's so nice. There's no risk of it breaking or I don't know. And it had a really quality feel to it as well.
Right?
Whenever you put those like inserting like just the arms and whatnot into them, and like especially with the Mega Man figures where there's pieces that need to be swapped out with. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh man, so you bought X, right? The full armor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I built my kit, and then I had like just accessories left on the sprues, and I made the mistake of throwing the sprues away.
Oh no.
And the next day I went to put the sword together, and I realized that the pommel on the beam sword he comes with,
Yeah.
it was in the garbage. It was long gone.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Oh, did you ever do anything about that?
If I buy zero, I'll just cast the pommel off of it.
I was about to say I could always send you mine.
Okay.
I actually screwed up big time.
Uh-oh.
I you know how he came with those
The alternate color head parts. I know exactly
yep,
what you're talking about.
I glued them
Am I,
in.
am I right?
Yep,
I did the same thing.
I glued them in, and then I glued the translucent ones in,
Yup.
then I went to pull them out, they snapped.
Oh no.
Yeah, they
So you just glued it back together?
nah. I put in the solid color ones and left them there. Just put them in there.
Nice.
Sucked. I was like, oh man. I was like, I don't think I'll ever redo them, and I think I'm happier with the way it looks now, or either that or I convinced myself that I was happier that way. Because I was like, what do I do? You know, at this point, I just, I was pretty upset about that. I was like, oh, I remember whenever I realized it too, and I just sat there and looked at it like, you idiot. I guess it was one of my first ones I ever put together that had like swappable pieces like that.
Right,
So
yeah, yeah.
that kind of definitely was an expensive lesson because they're not the cheapest of.
I think they went up too. I think initially they were like, I
50,
want to say like 45 and 50 for
50
those
yeah,
kits, and now they're
yeah,
like 70.
yeah. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I want that gold. I did want that gold X. He looked awesome. That full armor.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah. What's bad is I would want like all of the robot masters.
oh god, yeah, dude. That's something we need that. We need it so bad. Like it's crazy
In
how
every
bad.
line.
Yeah,
Yeah. D-Art gave us who? Oh man,
Vava.
I think
Vava. They gave us Vava.
yeah, we
That
got
was it.
Vile.
Yeah.
Uh and then that's pretty much it. I think
Yeah.
that's the only bad guy we got in the D-Arts line.
Yeah, that's the only one we got in the D Arts line, and then we got that Cut Man from Sentinel, and he's just
Oh yeah.
unobtainable. Um,
Yeah, yeah. That two-pack is crazy expensive.
yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like you're not gonna get that. It's not gonna happen.
Well, just buy one, Bill.
Dude, it's like the
Come
cheapest
on.
I've seen that thing for is like maybe $200.
You did like 30 hit mods yesterday. You got this.
No, I wish, I wish. Oh, so fun little story. Uh, Remember we were talking yesterday, and for those of you that don't know, I did um, a repair for a gentleman in the United Kingdom, and it's a NECA 12-inch gremlin. I guess they call it
Yeah.
the brain gremlin. He's got the glasses and the blue shirt and the black jacket, the sport coat. Anyways, when I was finished with it, so this guy paid about $40 to ship it to me, and
Yeah.
whenever I was all said and done, I did my calculations on it, and it was coming out to $65. I could not find a cheaper route, and that was literally it. That was the cheapest I could find.
Oh man.
So I messaged him, and I was like, man, I was like, I fixed your figure, but I'm just really kind of I feel bad because the cheapest I could find, the shipping for is $65. That's on top of the $30 I quoted you to fix it. Um, and so I just feel really bad. So I was like, if you expected this, then please, send, $96 to my PayPal. If you know of a cheaper way, or if, I don't know what else to do about it, but if you know of another way, we'll look into it. And he replied back, uh, your services were way cheaper than I expected. I appreciate everything you did, and I also added a tip, if that's okay.
What?
What?
But he paid in British money, right?
He paid me in biscuits.
Oh, I see. That's what crumpets, right? Isn't that what they're called?
Yeah, crumpets and tea. Well, I guess
Yeah, you
biscuits
just
would
got
be
paid
biscuits
what,
would
like
be
40
cookies.
crumpets?
Yeah. No, he did.
Oh
He
man,
straight up. How about that, huh?
that is awesome,
It is pretty.
man.
It's pretty stinking awesome, man. The only people
A
that
tip.
generally, I get tips every now and then. I don't get them all the time, but it's really, man, they're really kind of. Really makes it.
It makes your day, doesn't it?
It
Like if
does
somebody
make
gives
your
you a
day.
tip,
It's
you know,
crazy.
then you know what happens? You go to a restaurant, you give them a tip, and then you no longer have a tip.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
you pay
you're
it
passing
forward.
down that carrot.
You pay it forward. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's I'm okay with that.
yeah.
I'm okay with that. You know what's funny? You know who seems to tip the most whenever I'm repairing figures is moms.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've noticed that the
They
most
like they
is
send you a
moms.
toy that's been like half eaten by the dog, and the
Dude,
fact that you were able to salvage it to begin with,
that
they're like, "Oh
one.
my gosh!"
Yeah, that one. That one was wild. I was like, all right, I'll do what I can, and she was cool. And then I did a Spider Man that Nightmare Spider Man. Um, God, that 18
No, no, that's
inch.
Batman. That's Nightmare Batman.
No, no, I guarantee you, it's Spider Man. That's definitely a
Oh,
Nightmare Spider Man for sure. That's his name from now on.
Nightmare Spider-Man.
I've had people ask me
He's got a
if I'd fix
gun.
him
He's
again.
in a dark future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just Tobey Maguire now.
That's the wasteland of Hollywood that he lives in. He actually killed Andrew Garfield. That guy, he's not alive anymore.
He killed that man. Southtown Paint app says, "Hi guys, always wondering if you recast old headcasts."
Um, there's a lot of stuff that kind of cycles through. A lot of times I'll put something up just to see if people want it. If it doesn't go over well, there's a chance that I may not bring it back. There's definitely a lot of times where I get something and in my head I'm like, yeah, everybody wants this, and I put it on the site and I sell 2 in a year, and I
God,
think, well, that didn't sell well.
jeez.
So there are things. Sometimes there's things like that I may not bring back, and then other times there's things that. What's a good example? So I used to do. I liked Bowen bust, and I would shrink the heads, even in their asymmetrical glory. I still really liked them.
Hmm.
Um, and I used to have them on the site, but I always had a hard time selling them. Like people only like certain ones. So some, like the Captain America, people like that one. I've brought it back a handful of times because even I look at it and I think, man, that's just a really good sculpt.
Yeah.
But other ones like Nick Fury, as much as I love that Nick Fury head,
Yeah.
nobody wanted it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird.
That's sad. I like that one too. But I have that one up on my shelf
Nice.
as him. But I never had it in figure form. That seems really really cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be fun to just to have. I'd like to have it like the body to look more like Bowen's as well.
Right. That did you have the one with the black, like the all black suit on him?
No, mine is the blue and white.
Ooh, I like that one even more. So
Yeah,
I
it's
had I
nice.
had the one in the all black costume.
Oh, that's awesome still.
All right, how far are you, Bill?
Um, Probably not far.
Not far.
Not far. Hang on, I'm gonna link this and then I'll get back to it. Stinking link all crazy. Here we go. Here we go. Gotta pimp the mask.
What's that?
So I gotta pimp the mask out.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know. I gotta get some more of those now that Anthony's got power again.
Nice.
That's what I told him. He was like so upset. He was like, man, he's like, it sucks. He's like, I would have really liked to get some work done. You know, being off work, I was like, he's like, but I didn't have any power. And it was too cold to move or whatever.
Well,
He's like, I didn't want to
now
move.
that now that he has power back, you can go and put the bricks in front of his
Yeah.
front door.
No.
You
Yeah.
know, just make sure he gets the work done. He can't leave. Slide, pizza crust under the door for him.
He's got to go back to work now. Now he can't do it.
Oh, yeah, for you.
You work.
Yeah.
You work for me now, Ant.
That's
The heck?
you can't leave.
No, I'm turning this. This isn't a friendship anymore, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh
You
god, don't
slide
break.
little notes under the door. It's like a little yellow sticky note, and it just says, "I own you."
Just yeah, it's just like mean things. It's like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Just says TikTok. It's like, what the
Why
heck?
does it say I'm ugly? Why did you say that?
Say it to yourself and get back to work. God, why you're so mean? Ooh, I like this little. This neck looks cool. This is awesome.
Necklace.
The neck
Which
look.
one?
The neck. The neck looks cool. I like the little.
Oh yeah.
I always thought those were cool on the on stormtroopers. That like rigid kind of
That
cover.
like seal
Yeah, it
on their
looks.
neck.
It was just
Yeah,
looks
I love
cool.
it.
I was like, man, that is really really cool. Let's put this chest on. This is cool. Who so who designed the stormtrooper like the original outfit?
I have no clue. Some guy
Really,
who had a knack.
dude.
Well, you know what? I do know Ralph McQuarrie did the original like illustrations of Stormtroopers,
Mm-hmm.
which eventually translated to this. But have no clue who did the original helmet, like this design.
Man, this must have been fun to design. Just like go wacky with it.
How crazy is it though that this helmet that was designed in the '70s, it still feels timeless. It's so
Oh,
original.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that we get excited to see it on Mandalorian, even though stormtroopers are useless in Mandalorian. They don't do anything. They just fall over dead.
Yeah.
They're you know what their amazing ability is? The Wilhelm scream.
Oh, yeah. Every time,
Yeah,
every time.
they've got it. I
But
think that's how they get hired. They go, "Can you do the scream?"
oh, really?
Ah!
Yeah, I've been
Perfect. You're
practicing.
hired.
Yeah, I've been practicing that my entire life. This is what I was born for. All
I
right,
was
go for it,
born for
man.
this.
Do it. Do your thing. Ooh, beep, beep. Man, this is I love how shiny this thing is.
For now.
For now, yeah. It's when I get done, it's just me smudges all over it. But like, God, what did you do to this thing? B40. Golly, man, these are cool. These little ridges that go along the tops of the shoulder.
Right?
Those are cool too, man. Yeah, these are
Oh
wild.
yeah. Yeah, you got to a minute ago I was popping them on trying to remember which one went to which side.
Oh
Um,
God.
I've built enough of these kits that I know where the parts go,
Yeah.
but I don't remember which is left and which is right. So sometimes I need a little trial and error.
46. Got it. I'm glad you said that because I probably would have ended up putting on the wrong way. I
It's
know.
all good. They pop off easy. They're much easier to pop off than like if you put something on the helmet wrong, or there's this little ring that goes around one of the knees.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is a pain in the ass, and it's very easy to break.
Okay. Good to know. Ben Jan says, "Hello, Bill and Corey. Hello, Ben Jan.
What's up, Ben?
I'm glad you're here, bud. Hope your Monday's going good, and if it wasn't, I hope it's better." B6. B6.
Oh, yeah, that's a vitamin, right?
Yeah, that's the best vitamin.
Yeah, don't eat that though.
No, it's like we were on the live feed and Corey was telling people not to take their vitamins.
No, they're gonna go. We're on the live feed, and Bill went B6, my favorite, and he put the model kit piece in his mouth.
He did it. He did that. He put it right in his. Well, hey, that's what Craig was doing. Craig was fitting Wolverines in his
What, he got
mouth.
four Wolverines?
It looked like. I think he could have gone further.
So whenever he talked while he had those in his mouth, could you understand him at all?
No. He sent me a screenshot of it later on, and it was so funny because of how I had his logo placed on the chat. And it was just like him just like looking at like his face. It was so funny because it almost had like a tinge of regret, but like not because it's Craig, and it just said Warwick, and I died. I was like, it's just
What crossed his mind was he was like, I should have started my OnlyFans by now.
Yeah, like
Oh,
you getting a call. Who
yeah, I
was
don't
it?
know what that's about.
Tell me it was Pharaoh. Tell me it was Pharaoh trying to start up a chat.
That would be hilarious if it was Bob.
Yeah, he's like watching it in here. Hey guys, I dropped a piece.
Which piece did you drop?
I was trying to put on the shoulder piece. I found it.
Oh, thank God.
That would have been like the rest of the night for me.
Dude, you need one of those bibs that you can connect to your desk.
I looked into it, and it's embarrassing that that's on my history now. I had to look up like adult bibs, and it's... Let's just say I'm not ready for that.
You looked up the wrong kind of adult bibs?
I guess. It wasn't the one I needed.
Not the one Grandpa needs. You're looking for like a shop bib.
Yeah, but they were all like young adults wearing them. Like, it was weird.
Well, they wanted the elderly people to feel cool and comfortable. Nobody wants to admit they have to wear a bib when they eat, unless you're like eating crawfish.
Yeah, that comes with the territory.
But even those people, I mean, if you're eating crawfish, you're usually in a place where you can spit on the floor.
Bob the Odd said, my day has been crap and this live isn't helping.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Thanks, Bob.
Bob said that?
It shouldn't surprise you. I guarantee you he's smiling now, though. You know he is.
I'm going to have to find Bob some of those RC Cola things he loves.
Oh, yeah. He does love those things. He actually...
Yeah. He threatened to kill everyone at a dollar store if he couldn't get them.
You know what? He left one here.
Oh, my... You have a backup supply?
Well,
That's
no.
in case he comes back to Texas.
Yeah, he said it was for us. He's like, here, you can try one. And I'm like, is this a test?
That was a sign of friendship is what that was, Bill.
Mm.
He doesn't do that to anyone. He's never offered me an RC Cola thing.
Well, I don't think he hasn't been to your place yet.
Well, he offered them to you, and that's more than I can say for anyone else.
You don't know that he might have been to your place. Just not.
Oh,
without.
Yeah, he was just hanging out in the attic.
Just. How'd you get in there?
He whispers into the air conditioned vent. He's like, I've been in your home. And I look up. I'm like, where'd that noise come from?
Where is that coming from?
It's weird. Somebody keeps whispering that.
Oh my gosh, this A34 piece is just a peg.
Oh, that goes onto the rifle, the big rifle.
I get confused sometimes whenever I'm going through this. So it's like, even though it said B34, I pick up the wrong piece. And it's A34, and I'm like, all right, that's a peg. I'm like, wait, that's not right. And then I twist it off, and so I make sure I have to set it aside.
Oh, no. Just put it on the instructions wherever that piece is.
I can't. No, that's a definite loss if I do that.
Definitely knock that on the floor.
It will be gone. Yeah, I can't. It's amazing that I can eat properly. It's phenomenal.
It's amazing.
That is just.
Oh shit! I lost another cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Where'd it go, Bill?
A whole burger, man. It's gone. That's me. This is my life.
I think we got burger gnomes. Losing my burgers.
It's like you need to eat over 12 tables. It's not good.
You need a burger bib.
Yeah, I need a burger bib.
Yeah.
See what we got here. Julian Hayden says, "How do you
That's
not?"
a product idea right there. $1 million idea. The burger bib.
The burger bib.
Yeah.
Moose the Creator is in here. Says, "Hey guys, love your work, Casting Cave. Hope to buy one or many of your heads one of these days. Thanks again to Billy for sending me the mask. Much love to you, my friend. Much love to you, Moose. Thanks for showing up, man. You're awesome." Gross Misconduct says, "Yo, Aggressive. It's very. It's there's an exclamation
Super
point.
aggressive.
It's
Yeah.
yeah. He's. I don't know, man. What's going on, gross misconduct? I'm glad you're here. Don't be causing any gross misconduct in here, though, man.
We have wolf facts in the
Don't.
chat.
I love that you caught that one and that I totally just glossed over it after I read it and was.
You ignored that, didn't you?
I did.
You were like, I don't think I'm going to read that one out loud.
Julian Hayden will sit here and will pun you to death. That's what Julian does. And then he throws out.
Are you saying that you said you were punished?
No, pun. He'll. Oh. Why? Why? Yeah.
I did it. I went there.
Of course you did.
That's right.
Gross misconduct says, "What's poppin', fellas? This." Ah, did you hear that? That was awesome. You actually heard it popping.
Did you just pop?
I popped the pieces in.
Oh, there you go.
I'm on the, looks like I'm working on the abdomen here. We're going to pop this on.
Nice.
Ooh, that's a satisfying pop. That's a satisfying pop.
Oh, yeah.
This already feels better than the Boba Fett one that I built. I actually gave that one to Clayton.
Yeah.
I gave it to Clayton because I was like, he usually like will figure out things to do. Like with things.
I like that Boba Fett kit, but I know what you mean. He's kind of wobbly. His articulation doesn't work as well as this kit, and I felt like he got real loose over time.
I feel like if I would have like done the cement thing, the thin cement on him, I think he would have been better.
Mm-hmm.
Way better.
Oh yeah.
Because it seemed like it was a solid figure. There was just a few things that bothers me. Is like he's got that piece that's like what is it, like a cord that goes around his shoulder?
Oh, his Wookiee braids.
Wookiee braids.
I think he had those little cables that connect into his gauntlets.
Yeah, I wish those were string. You know what I mean, or like some kind of rope.
Yeah, because they made them like out of this material, and this stuff is nice, but it will break if you bend it too far.
Yeah, and that's what made me nervous. I was like, man, I don't want to.
And then on his blaster rifle, his whole gun is casted in hard plastic, so that sling that's hanging off of his blaster, that's definitely going to be broken.
Yeah, it made me nervous. I was like, gosh, I don't want to break this thing. So I gave it to Clayton. I was like, here, you figure out something fun to do with this. I'm sure you'll... Months later, he'll be like, hey, you know that Boba Fett you gave me? I'll be like, yeah. He's like, I dismantled it and made this. I'm like, dope. Good.
As long as he didn't go, you know that Boba Fett you gave me?
Mm-hmm.
I found out it had part B6 on it, so I ate it.
What? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you eat it? I did it. I watched your live stream. Great. I bought the McFarlane Warhammer figure today. Found it at a Walmart.
You say that like you're 90. The McFarlane Warhammer figure. You mean a Space Marine, or did you buy the Necron?
The Warhammer figure.
I bought Warhammer. His name is Warhammer.
Warhammer is my favorite game, and I bought Warhammer today.
The guy Warhammer, you know, the big guy. I got him.
Warhammer.
He's all right.
His name is Red Helmet.
Red Helmet.
Yes, I bought the Marine today.
Have you thrown it in the garbage yet?
No. I
like it.
Well, I don't know about that either. I haven't opened it. I was out all damn day, so I just got back. But I did find him, and he looked pretty cool, so I picked him up. And I'm pretty sure I buy these figures now just to see if I can give him a thigh mod. Because
he has a little bit.
He's thick.
What I would worry is that his armor on his body would get in the way.
Yeah. He's a thick boy. Did you get any of those the Necron guys or whatever?
I didn't buy. I like Warhammer, but I was always a fantasy guy.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I got fantasy stuff right here. I got models all over.
You live in fantasy.
Yeah, I live in a fantasy.
I live in a fantasy. I don't know. He looked really cool, and it was also like $18. So I was like, well, that's kind of neat. Worth a shot. I've never seen him in person
So
before.
I bought the Space Marine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it was really out of curiosity. I saw it and my brain went, okay, I got to see that. I need to know what it's like in hand.
That's kind of where I went too, and I'm not even like I don't even play Warhammer or anything like that, but something about it was like, oh, that looks kind of cool, and yeah, I don't know, seemed like it'd be a fun one to put into the collection. Somebody out there is looking for him. Is like, this guy's not even a fan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Buying
That's
stuff.
Wade gets shit from all the GI Joe guys because Wade is like, yeah, I bought Viper. This guy, he's a Cobra. His name is Viper, and everybody's like, you moron! It's a Cobra Viper. They get so mad.
Captain Thrawn.
Yeah, Captain Thrawn.
Captain
Oh man.
Thrawn. That is the best. That's why Wade is going to continue to thrive because of stuff like
His
that.
success depends on
Just not
his
knowing.
lack.
Yes, just his willingful ignorance of not
I hope people
learning.
every day are like, that guy's name isn't Odious. That's Bigfoot. How do you not know what a Bigfoot is?
Man, I want to hear people like argue like, no, that's Captain Thrawn. Because they heard Wade out there just giving people false information. You're ruining it. You're ruining Star Wars.
Now, at one point, he's just going to accidentally call it Star Trek.
That's what I was going that route. Yeah.
They'll bring out torches and pitchforks. It's
Mm-hmm.
going to be bad.
He'd be like, this guy's like, this is pretty cool. This is like Chewbacca to Spock. This is definitely. This is like when Captain Kirk was on the Millennium Falcon. Like, oh, man. Dude, the Craftsman does that stuff all the time. He's like, y'all like Star Trek? And he'd be like a Star Wars figure. Like, that's funny to me, man.
It's amazing.
I'm sure people are like, he's great and wholesome, but when he does that, unsubscribe.
He goes onto the list. There's like somebody's got a list. They're like, people who need to die because they don't know the difference between Star Trek and Star Wars. Craftsman's up there at the top.
It's like, come on, man. Not Craftsman.
Oh, no.
You can't hate on the Craftsman. Karis1 says, cool Stormtrooper. You're going to want more after that first one. Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that what you just did? Are you like a pusher now? You sit this over, you're like, here you go, this will be fun.
Your first one's free, pal.
Yeah,
It's on you.
Yeah. I would come to each and be like, you got any more than Dark Stormtroopers? They're Shadow. I don't care. I just need one.
I just want them.
Just want them.
I'm not racist. I'll take the white ones too.
It's like, no.
That's not how that works.
That's not how that works. Anything, I need my trooper fix. Ooh, cool, we're going to put the helmet on now. Oh, man, these got some pretty decent range. You can't really look up, but I guess Stormtroopers never do that, do they?
So on some of these, on the other ones that I built, I actually pulled the head off, and I took some epoxy and put it down into the neck, and actually brought the neck up a little bit higher, because I feel like on these, their helmet sits super, super low. And it might be accurate, but at the same time, with how low it is, you can hardly articulate him.
His back bends up pretty well, though, so...
Yeah, he goes forward and back all right. For a guy in armor.
Yeah, oh, I get it. There's a belt that's about to come on. About to say, I wasn't gonna say anything. I was like, man, there's a hell of a gap in between this guy's his abdomen and his waist.
So like, you can't even see him because he's in front of the box, huh?
Oh yeah, he's that like just pitch.
Yeah.
Look at that.
See, I told you they are on the front of the box. You just can't see them.
Wow, you did.
Yeah.
You knew that was gonna come back. These
Let's
are
do this.
what's that what's dang, that's pretty wild. What's that paint that's like that true black? You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like looks like you could almost
There's
stick your hand through it. It's like just
that
crazy.
Stuart Simple stuff. These guys have been making this crazy black that it's not this one. They have another one. And some dude painted like everything in a room that color, and it looks like a nightmare.
Oh, I feel like you'd fall over. Like that would just be
Right.
yeah. I don't know about that. I literally just dropped the smallest piece possible and caught it.
Did you drop?
I caught it. It's the one that goes on the like
good.
It's the one that goes here, like on the back of his that.
Well, don't lift it up. You're gonna drop it again.
Dang it. There's little.
Put it on your hand camera.
My hand.
That's what that is. That's a hand camera, right?
This one, yeah, the hand camera.
Yeah.
So I can do zooms. Oh my god.
Yeah. CREWMARU knows when you don't do your nails, Billy.
Man, don't even get into it, man. My wife. She let me know. She let me know.
Yeah, she watches the streams. She knows.
She
comes in. She's like, "You're an embarrassment to the whole family."
Slams the door. Taking the dogs.
That's right.
Like, where are you going? What just happened? What are you doing? I don't want to hear it, Billy Wayne Mahoney Jr. Like, okay. Wow. Used all four of my names. Thanks. She's doing a live sale right now, actually, in town. So
nice.
That's what we do. That's why I decided to move to Mondays as well. It made more sense.
Is she a bid caller? Does she talk real fast?
Nah, she's actually running the she runs the laptop. So make sure there's any. Yeah.
What do you mean?
So she runs that. What? So what they do is they go into the shop, and while the owner, she brings the stuff out. She's got models that dress up in whatever the stuff is, and she runs like this thing called Comment Sold, which essentially runs itself. But just in case there's any issues or whatnot, Christine's there to make sure that everything runs smoothly.
So wait, what are they selling?
Clothing. Well, mostly clothing. Yeah, it's a boutique.
Sometimes people.
Oh, man, you know what? Thanks. I need to actually message her and tell her to get me a bar of soap. While I'm thinking about it.
What? You just send her a picture of your armpit? Oh, yeah. Ah, Billy stinks. Okay,
smelly. Help not smell.
Smelly.
Smelly. Help me. It's like, wow, this is what you married, a freaking caveman. I went to a place called Mineral Wells today to do a shoot. And when I was about to head my way, the lady that I was going there to shoot, she says, she's like, "Are we doing a virtual meetup or are you coming to MW, which is Mineral Wells?" And I said, and I was like, I was at a stoplight, so I grabbed my phone and I put in I thought I put in MW and hit enter and it said me. And then I pinned in another one that says coming there. So it looked like me coming there. I was like, God, you stupid idiot. I was like, ugh. It's like, oh, well, just get there. Stupid. Felt like an idiot.
So. You looked at her phone and she went, "They'll hire anyone."
Yeah, exactly. Media. Right. This is why he's in media. I get it. They should drug test the media department. Goodness gracious.
They should make them test all kinds of drugs.
That's funny. We've been testing them all. That's not what... No. A17, A8. Okay. Oh, they were working on some trooper thighs now.
So, I guess my chat...
Is it dead?
Isn't updating here. Let's see if I can get it up to date.
It just means nobody's chatting anymore. It's done.
Oh no, they left. Everyone left.
It's just Oh, Lestat Max actually asked, "How are those figures? Are they durable and more screen accurate?" Um,
Oh man. So I've seen people complain that these aren't screen accurate because they're too symmetrical and that the original costume had a lot of imperfections, so this can't be accurate, which
oh,
is absurd to me.
that really?
Yeah, yeah, people were very upset this was too symmetrical.
Huh. My God.
Uh, is as a toy, I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, once I'm done building it, that's whenever I can really make my full judgment call. Because building it's part of the fun for me. I love building these things. I think they're fun. Um,
So I'll message Clayton next week and find out if you gave it to him.
Clayton, if I give this to you, don't tell Corey. No, that's what's gonna happen. Every chat, you're gonna be like, "Show me your Shadow Trooper." Be like, "Oh, he's show
Well,
me."
he's in.
Nope.
You like point to the darkest part of your room. You're like he's over there. You can't really tell.
Yeah. I'll be
He is
like,
a shadow trooper.
I'll just pull one of these. I'll be like, "Here he is." Like that was the that was the Winter Soldier. No, it wasn't. That's a Luke
No,
Skywalker. Yeah,
that was Shadow Trooper.
That's a Darth Vader.
His name is Shadow Trooper.
Oh man, Christine. Oh God, Christine gave me. This is why I love this woman. We were talking the other day about Star Wars or whatnot. I don't know what brought it up, and we were talking about Kylo Ren, and she was like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "Well, I mean, I remember." She's like, "I don't remember hardly anything from any movie, like any movie," and she was talking about Star Wars. She's like, "I remember like." She's like, so yeah, I remember Adam Driver. She's like, and I remember whenever he was Darth Vader. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, wait. She's like, was he not Darth Vader? I'm like, oh my God. I love you so much.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
It was amazing, wasn't it? She's like,
So
she
funny.
looked at me. She goes, "Oh shit, what did I say?" And I just looked at her like,
The good thing is that you're casual with your fandom. I mean,
yeah,
unless it's Aquaman. So you're
right.
casual with it, which means that you can go, that's so funny. Someone else's,
That's a divorce.
someone else could be so hard into Star Wars that you would see veins popping in their forehead.
Like that's it. They're done. Like, call up your
Yeah.
mom. You're staying at her house tonight. No wife of mine is gonna talk like a freaking caveman.
I think in the news there was a guy that attacked his wife for selling his Star Wars collection. He assaulted her with the Master Sword from
Yeah,
Legend of Zelda.
dude. Yeah. I remember
Yeah,
that. That was like the
that's
best
all.
headline ever. Man assaults wife with Master Sword from Zelda, and I was like, hell yeah, what's
For
going on?
selling his Star Wars toys.
Yeah,
That's a hell of a way to go.
I was like, man, did he officially like? I don't know. I was like, geez, I guess if you're gonna attack, like, did she have grounds? And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that be like, man, nobody's got grounds to do that. But I'm like, well, like, did she make a good amount? You know?
But there's no way. So I think the problem is that when you collect solely for the purpose of having expensive things,
Yeah.
I think people lose sight of what's fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree. I agree for
Yeah,
sure.
if you reach a point in your life where you have decided to attempt homicide because of Star Wars toys, maybe it's time to go to jail.
Maybe it's time for something different.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's time for something
Thank
different.
God he's not into football.
Oh man, could you imagine?
Watching the Texans lose, and he's like, "That's it.
Yeah.
I'm killing everybody on the block." Oh no.
What's up, Jesse Lewis? Jens Hieronymus says, "I'm painting ML feet." LOL. Hey, sometimes you gotta paint some Marvel Legends feet. That's
What
how.
are they, bare feet? This isn't a feet thing, is it?
No, I think they're just painting. They're just painting.
Oh, just
Just
random.
painting feet.
It's not like he just got a bunch of feet on his desk. This is it. This is what I've been waiting on.
Yo, Ori said dolls aren't worth jail time.
That's right.
Man, he said dolls.
Ori knows.
Ori
He was
said.
in the family.
Ori said. Yeah. Ori's been
15 years.
Ori was in
15
the.
years.
He was in the clink.
He's only 24. He was in jail for 15 years.
He's been through some stuff.
Yeah.
What do you have to do? What do you have to do to get in jail for that long, that young?
Dolls.
Ew.
He was into the hard
I
stuff.
said, what did you have to dolls? Casting. Dude, Ori said casting foot cave.
Oh, no.
Johnny's going to throw up.
Oh, no. Yeah, where's Johnny? Johnny loves it.
Yeah, he does. That's why I keep saying he hates it. That's why I keep saying he hates it, to throw everybody off his trail. Like, I'm not weird. Yeah, that awkward laugh.
Isn't that weird, guys?
Right? Somebody agree with me. I get you, Johnny. If you're watching, which you're not.
Yeah, I hope Johnny's watching.
Could you imagine if he was?
He needs to know that we know.
Yeah, I don't want to tell him, like, in the chat. I want him to know here in front of everybody.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, shit. Dude, Gross Misconduct, he's like, I remember that story. I don't know if I blame him, but did she die? Yeah, that's what, okay, I thought he said she did die, and I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
No, I've read it wrong. Yeah, God. I don't know. I really want to, I think we're going to have to look. Somebody needs to get on Google.
No.
I don't want to be rude and do it here, but you guys need to, somebody needs to find out if that
Dr.
happened.
Livestream.
Yeah, we're going to just stop
He can
here.
check for us.
Yeah. I'm just going to stop here. I'm one, man. The Master Sword. Why not, right?
Oh, if you had to pick one weapon to kill your spouse with?
Is that the one you'd go for?
No. I'm pretty sure for you it'd just be a trident, right?
If I had one.
It's fine. I won't tell Christine.
I mean, I do have a Kano knife.
Ooh, there you go. That's a good way to look like a serial killer.
That's a good way to look like somebody who's
Imagine telling somebody, I've got a Kano knife. And they're like, I'm leaving.
They're already halfway out the door.
Yeah.
All right, I don't want to see your knife. You want to see my knife collection? Like,
yeah, right?
Not on the first visit.
Yeah.
Not
He's
on
like,
the
I
first.
hide knives everywhere. You want to know where? Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I mean, am I near one right now? Absolutely. You always will be.
Yeah.
Dude, Gross Misconduct says my wife isn't even allowed in my figure room. Who's in there?
Hmm.
Who's who's really in that room? What are you hiding in there? And when will you let them out?
No.
Nah, you ain't gonna let them out. Let's not get crazy here. We might. That's that. CREWMARU, man, figured it out. Cracked the code. B38. Oh, here it is.
Oh, popped his head off.
Way to go, man.
Aw, run.
Ori says, what toy would you want to be taken out with? I want to be snapped away by the Infinity Gauntlet. Or turned to bubbles by it. That's what Ori wants. He wants to got me to turn to bubbles.
You know, whenever I got the Marvel Select Juggernaut, the first thing I thought was this toy is heavy enough to kill a man with it. So why not?
Yeah.
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 Somebody breaks into my house and they're like, I'm going to smash this guy over the head. And they reach for the biggest toy, Juggernaut.
So,
I mean, nothing can stop him.
I'm actually a buddy of mine. I told him I would hold on to some figures for him a while back. This was a long.
Were they hot?
No.
Is it like stolen toys?
No.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
He was going through some personal stuff, so I have him. I was like, yeah, you can.
That makes it sound even more like illegal.
He's going through a divorce. All right, he's going through a divorce, man. So I held on to some figures. You pulled it out of me. I was trying to be cool.
She's gonna take half of his action figures.
It was a thing.
Anyway, like literally, she's gonna take him like this in front of him. She's like, I get half.
Stop it. you love your figures so much. But no, he. So I actually have like 4 or 5 Marvel Select Juggernauts out there right now, and
What, 4 or 5? He just has an army of them?
yes. No,
Why? What's he doing?
he wanted to do customs of them.
Oh.
Like different colors and like comic version. You know how there's like that kind of the gold, the yellow, and then there was a black and yellow. You remember that Juggernaut?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's just a big
He's
fan.
gonna build all of his MVC costumes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he's just one of those
Right?
guys that like just loves Juggernaut.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I were to take all of those and put them in a pillowcase,
Oh yeah, that'd be a good way to kill somebody.
I mean that's it. They're done.
Yeah.
They're done with that.
What they
That's
kill him with? How about 5 or 6 juggernauts?
like
Dude,
damn.
what?
They'd be like Marvel Select. Be like, yep. We've seen this across the states. This is
Yeah.
apparently a bunch
Mostly
of people.
happens in Alaska.
Yeah.
Occasionally here in Texas.
Oh, hey, did I tell you I got a job from somebody in Alaska?
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Was
It's
he mailing you snow that needs to be repaired?
it's actually I think it's a Figure Arts Captain America, and let me tell you, the shipping
So
is expensive.
so he sent you a did you have to thaw out the Captain America?
Oh.
Oh,
Yes, I did.
I thought it'd be funnier than that.
I-
You know what we need? We need a live audience button.
Oh my
Hit
god.
it.
Yeah, okay, so listen,
Here.
I'm looking into it. I'm looking into a sound like machine thing that I really, really want.
Oh my god.
It would be
That'd be
great.
the best way to get people to leave.
I don't think so. I think they'd be. I think they're gonna show up because they're gonna get their own sound effect if I like really like them, and then
They're
somebody's
gonna be like, CREWMARU has a Duke Nukem soundboard, and it's the greatest thing ever for 5 minutes.
yeah. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum, and I keep playing it or it's stuck, and I'm like, I can't make it stop. I can't stop.
Help! Can somebody help me?
Does anybody know how to work this? Could somebody pull up the FAQ?
I downloaded it on Linux, and I don't know how to use it.
I don't even have Linux. I'm on a Mac. Help me. Ori said that, how many wives do you think are going to sue the Legends team over all their husbands being crushed by HasLab Sentinels?
Well, they're gonna kill their husband. Well, what's gonna happen is that he's gonna be like, babe, I bought 3 of these, and this big ass box shows up,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're gonna see it in the news: man killed with giant doll.
Killed with giant doll.
Yeah,
Like, oh my god. She's like, I don't know what happened. They fell on him.
yeah, he fell.
They fell on him while he was asleep in his bedroom. Yeah. Crushed his head. I think you killed him,
Yeah.
but
You can't kill them with those because they need to go on eBay.
yeah, those are, gosh. I didn't, did you get one of those, Corey?
No, I was thinking about how much space I had to put something like that in my X-Men collection,
Yup.
and I just don't. I thought about it too. I was like, if I'm gonna spend that kind of money, I think I want a Hot Toys.
Yeah, I didn't get one either. I didn't see the, I just don't know what I would,
Actually,
exactly
I did-
like you said, I
did
don't
buy a
know.
Hot Toy.
Oh, did you get,
And I bought Qui-Gon. So-
yeah, you got Qui-Gon.
Yeah. That was one of those where I saw it and I kept looking at it and going, man, I really want this damn thing. And then after passing on the Sentinel, I thought to myself, well, I didn't buy that thing, so let's buy another expensive thing.
Right.
And
yeah.
that's what I did.
I don't know. I think it would be,
I think that gets lumped under compulsive spending habits.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the next hot toy that I have to have and then keep for a year and then sell after it hasn't left the box.
Oh, come on.
But
Which
seriously-
one did you do that with? Ant-Man?
Peter Quill.
What? Which one did you have? The Guardians 2 or the Guardians 1 version?
The 2, the deluxe one.
Oh, that's the good one, too.
I know,
That was awesome.
It was great. It was a great one, but I was like, what am I going to do with this thing? It doesn't make sense for me to even have it. And I've got Ant-Man and Giant Man. And I don't do anything with those
Nice.
either. Like, I even tried to put one up for sale the other day. I don't think anybody wants them.
What? It could just be the groups, though. Did you put it in a Hot Toys group?
I did not.
Okay. And also hype. Hype has a lot to do with it. Like,
Yeah.
if you put something up, when the next Ant-Man's coming,
Oh,
people are
yeah.
gonna buy it.
That's a good call. I'll just hang on to it until now. I've got, like, yeah, I was thinking about, like, just getting rid of my Ant-Man collection. Most of the MCU stuff and all that. Probably keep the comic stuff and just keep, I don't know, maybe one. I'll keep, like, the figure arts because I think those are freaking awesome. But I've got, like, the Hasbro stuff. And the only Hasbro thing I'd want to keep is Yellow Jacket. I think that was a really cool design and a really cool figure as
From
well.
the 2-pack, yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I
Yeah,
think it's cool.
that figure looked really good. I'm surprised that Figure Arts didn't tackle that one.
Yeah, me too.
Just because they do Kamen Rider and the Ant-Man costumes are so close.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's insane. Like, I don't know. That would have been really cool. I wish they would have done more with that. That's one of the ones I'm really sad. That was back in the day. It's like, we got to kill all the villains, apparently. And I was like, man, would you stop?
Yeah, they keep
Stop.
offing. Yeah, it does suck that MCU makes villains so expendable.
Yeah, because, I don't know, man. I like that actor, too, that played him. And I think he did a really good job and just kind of sad to see that. I always hate to see, like, that's how they get rid of. It's like, hey, we brought in this cool actor. Thanks for being part of the universe, and now you're dead. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, why not bring the? Because I think a lot of us want to see more villains. Like, we want to see them return. Like, God, look what happened
Yeah,
with
at least
Loki. I
have them
mean,
stick around.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I hate that they took out Killmonger. That bothers me. Like, I liked him. I
Yeah,
wanted.
now we have
Yeah. And
we're in
Claw.
this stage where we're like, what do we do?
Right.
Or at least
Like,
Disney is. They have no clue at this point.
they're like, we'll bring back all the Nazis. I'm like, great.
Oh no.
Yeah, like they're gonna bring back Baron, like or what is it, Zemo and Red Skull. Sure, that's just all. Bring all those back because Red Skull's still technically around, huh? He's
He's
stuck.
like a ghost or something?
He's stuck in the Spirit Stone. Is that right?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, just chilling out there, just angry, trying to help people out now, like a weirdo.
I didn't know what was going on. He seemed like when they showed him, I was like, what is going on? How is he this weird
Right.
Undertaker?
That's what he's got to do.
Yeah. Who was it that guarded the River Styx? What was his name?
I just read about that. It's not Charon. No, it's not. Is it? It's not
Um,
Sharon, is it? Or CH?
yeah, hold on. I'll remember
The
it
one
here.
that took the coins for the for passage.
Yo, yeah, that's basically what he is.
Yeah, I thought that was Charon.
Jerome? Yeah.
No, CH. Charon. Jerome. Oh, Billy Moon.
Jerome.
Billy
Who's
Moon.
that? Ah,
Billy Moon dropped in with a $10 super chat just to say, "Can't stay tonight. Hope everyone has a great night."
awesome. Thanks, Billy Moon.
Billy Moon, you gotta stay around sometime just to like to enjoy the fruits.
You can't hear. You can't. You come here to talk to another Bill.
Listen, Billy Moon is legit. I've talked to Billy Moon outside of this chat, and I like Billy Moon. What can I say?
Oh, that's a nice thing to say.
He's a good guy.
Don't go killing him with a Marvel Select Juggernaut.
I won't. I did say I want to meet up with him though, because now I know
Oh,
now I know where
uh-oh.
I know where he lives now.
You always have a razor on you.
Yep, I know where you live, Billy Moon. I got your address. See, that's what happens when people buy my masks. I
That's
get
the
their
last
address.
super chat you'll ever get.
he's like redacted.
Oh my god.
Takes it back.
He's gonna go over to Wade's stream and he's gonna be like, "Hey, nobody should go to that guy's stream anymore. Bill's kind of weird."
Yeah, kind of creepy. Yeah, look at that. Confirmed. Charon. There it is. Oh, Karen. Karen. Pronounced Karen.
Aaron?
Charon. I always thought it was Caron. But yeah, it's pronounced Karen. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy did. Billy
Oh,
gave me my first super chat.
nice.
He got a custom painted mask for that from me,
Oh yeah.
which means something to some people. You probably just throw it in the trash.
uh,
What
you're
is
just
this?
waiting. You're waiting for Craig to send you a plaid one.
I've been wait. I've asked Craig probably 10 times for a black sad head sculpt over
It's
the
really,
over the years. Yeah,
and
and
every time
he's never
he's
done
like,
it.
I don't know who that is.
I've sent him photos of myself. He will. I was like, oh man, I just.
Like, these are photos of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I want you to make black sad. He's like, yeah, but these are
Why?
pictures of you.
Why'd you
Yeah,
send
do
me?
I look good in them?
You look naked, but do I look good? It's not what I asked. This leg went together pretty well. These knees feel awesome.
Yeah, they're super solid.
This is crazy. Oh yeah, everything's solid, man. These golly,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I'm surprised by like how solid the pop is. Like,
Yeah, that the snap.
yeah. It's these are nice. So yeah, man. Oh, so did I tell you that? Did I tell you that I finally got Ryan to send me back my Deathstroke?
Yeah, yeah. And
That's it.
it's in limbo somewhere.
All right, I did tell you that. All right, I wasn't sure if I told you that just like 20 minutes ago or if I talked to somebody
Yeah.
else about that. Yeah,
No, it
so
was in another stream. It was with Craig.
well, the reason why I said that is because I saw Austin Kaiser's in here, and I've got two jobs for him that I've had for freaking ever. I grabbed him from him like over a month ago. It was a Batman and a Deathstroke, and I was like, hey, I was like, cool, it's gonna be the standard mod the neck, mod the chest, and then do the thighs. And I was like, well, I got a lot of work on me. He's like, all right, take your time. What I wanted to do was get a hold of my Deathstroke, and I want to work on those thighs there to see if I can do that first. I don't want to try it on Austin's first. So that's why I hit up Ryan and was like, hey, man, I hate to bother you, but is there any way I can get that in? He's like, oh, yeah, sure. He sent it like the next day. And so now it's in limbo, and I still can't test the Deathstroke. I was going to text you that, Austin, but since you're in here, that's why I haven't done your stuff. I could do Batman easily, and I could do everything else, but I haven't done. It's the thigh mods on freaking Deathstroke. That's the only thing that I'm gonna prove Wade wrong. Like, I don't care. I don't even care if like after I'm done, Wade's like, yeah, but you had to do all of this stuff to it. I don't care. As long as I can turn that figure into a good figure.
Wait, so Julian says, did you see my jokes or you want me to repeat them?
No, Julian, don't repeat them. We saw your jokes. They're hilarious.
He's got a lot of messages on here. I don't.
Did you see all of? It's just listen, Julian. Julian knows what he's about. He comes in here.
Oh, okay.
You see him.
All right, so
you
here
see
we
him.
go.
Here we go. He's gonna read
Here's
them.
one. It says,
say it in Groucho.
You
gotta say it like Groucho.
Oh, do the whole thing in Groucho Marx voice.
Yeah, it is.
All right, the whole thing. Here we go. What do you call a typo with a headstone? Grave mistake. And then he put a little smiley face here that's crying. The joke's so bad he teared up about it. We got another one. Here we go. I started a band called A Blanket. It's a cover band. Oh. Sounds like a sheet to me.
No. That's all. Oh, that was very Groucho.
I got a new book on anti-gravity. I can't put it down. It's got nudies.
No. Damn it, Julian.
What gender pronouns does a chocolate bar use? Her/she. You can't assume. That's really rude of you. Don't do it again, Julian.
Don't do it again, Julian.
My wife asked me to put ketchup on the shopping list. Now I can't see anything. You lying? I don't think you're married. Not with these kind of jokes.
I told
You're
you.
definitely not married. Not with that joke.
I told you.
Divorce.
Divorce.
Ketchup. Divorce.
Divorced.
You know, you get the ketchup. She gets the mustard.
You're canceled. You're canceled, Julian.
Yeah, for assuming chocolate bar gender.
How
Canceled.
dare you? How dare you? Jace Fig says he did the thigh mod to his Deathstroke and it came out amazing. I'd like to see that because I just cannot see a way to do it the way I want to. I've bought some elastic and I'm wanting to put a gun holster on it that actually has a gun that's, removable. And I don't know. I feel like McFarlane is purposely making his sculpts more complicated on the thighs right now, so trying to do a thigh mod just kind of really breaks up the sculpt really badly.
Why don't you just buy figures that have articulated thighs to begin with? I feel like you're shooting yourself in the foot buying. You're gonna get the McFarlane figure. Mm-hmm. You're gonna pose it. You're gonna go, this doesn't do. All right. So here's my beef with those McFarlane figures. They did the Revoltech thing, where the ankles. I got a Revoltech right here, and I'll show you how infuriating this is. All right. Everybody knows Joggy, right?
Joggy.
They're like, oh,
he's like, who's Joggy?
All right, so they have clicks in their joints, which means that 90 degrees isn't exactly 90 degrees. So if you're trying to pose these guys, make a little flat space here.
There you go.
You end up doing this balancing act, trying to figure out where the hell you want to stand them at to get it to work.
They're so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no middle ground. If the joints were smooth, if they didn't have that click inside of them, it would be so much easier to pose them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like those at all, man. I have the hardest time making those figures stand. It's ridiculous.
Right? Do you have any old Revoltechs?
Yeah. I have, I've got Vash.
Oh, yeah. And, I sold that figure off a week after I bought it because of that.
I've got Vash. I've got Van Helsing. Or Helsing. I'm trying to think of, the oldest ones I have. That might be as far back as I went.
Oh, okay. So the real question is how much pivot do you need in the legs to get the poses you want? Mm-hmm. On a lot of those superheroes, I get if it's Spider-Man, you kind of want to be able to do that. But even on the Mafex Spider-Man,
yeah,
I feel like he has enough movement in his hips that you don't really have to worry about that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
I love that Mafex Spider-Man has such a great. Did you finish? You're already done with that figure?
What? Oh yeah, I did it with a blindfold on too.
One leg on him.
Where's his belt? Put his belt on. What are you doing with your life? Get it together, Bill.
I don't know. Now I'm really trying to figure everything out right now.
Where
am I at? Now I'm gonna go slower because now I'm scared of where I am.
No, I'll walk you through it. You see the instructions? Use those.
Use those instructions, you idiot. Golly. You're really cool. I can't believe you're done with that. That's insane.
I'll get more complex model kit next time.
You've done... No! Yeah, you're going to build I don't know. I don't even know. What is it? The perfect grade Gundam? Is that what they're called?
Oh, they PG for short. But if I build one of those, I swear a lot, so it's definitely not.
Oh, really? What's the problem with those?
They just got a lot of little tiny pieces.
Oh, I'd never be able to build it. Literally, I couldn't do it. I would lose everything, on them. Good night. I can't believe you... Yeah, somebody was asking me to do the mod on that Damien. Um,
Oh man, yeah, Pharaoh.
oh, well, yeah, actually, Pharaoh too.
Yeah,
So somebody else hit me up about it.
yeah. Let's take a look.
That
We can
figure,
showcase Pharaoh's Robin. So this is one that's going to go from me to you,
yeah,
and we're going to do the mod for the hips. He sent it to me because he got a 3D printed head that he liked better than the I don't know, the head that this figure came with. He looks like he just shit his pants.
yeah, it's really goofy.
Yeah, and he's like mad about it, and it's your
It's
problem now.
it's super, it's super cartoony.
Yeah, so Pharaoh sent me this one,
Yeah, that one looks
and I
way.
dig it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one
this
looks
is really
way
good.
better. Look at that. Hold that
Yeah,
up. Can you
I
get
think
that
you can
a little closer to your camera?
yeah,
That looks just infinitely better.
hope it's focusing.
There it
There
goes.
we
There
go.
it goes. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Yeah.
And then out of focus again. Haha.
Yeah. Austin says he's never had a problem standing McFarlane figures. That's amazing. They're the only figures I have
Hmm.
trouble, and I'm like, I try to get them in every single pose, and they just plop. They fall over. Unless they're standing straight up, and I'm like, well, that's boring. Like, I don't want that. I want them to be moving.
Oh, that feels like the same people that brag about NECA figures never breaking on them.
Yeah, it's gonna break. It's gonna break. Just hasn't yet. Swear. Good lord.
I, I guess I can't. I could say that I have the Space Marine and he doesn't fall over, but it's because he's got those big honking feet,
Yeah, he's literally got trash cans for legs. Like
right?
he will not. That guy's not gonna fall over. I wish I had Geralt. I don't have him yet, but I've noticed that like a lot of people are putting out neck like neck rising like extenders because it's
Oh, like what people did with Amanda.
is that what they did? They made it so make his head sit
Yeah,
higher.
on the figure arts Mando, his helmet. Okay, so realistically, they made his torso is really big, and what happened is the normal size helmet on that figure doesn't look the right size. So most people have compensated by that by just elevating the head a little bit higher.
Oh, cool.
Um, which it helps. It looks a little bit better. I still think that the helmet's kind of small, um, but it's not terrible. It's manageable.
Julian has an awesome question for you. Said
Oh what?
he said hey casing cave. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Has anyone ever sent a head back to you when they didn't like it?
Um. At the price. So when you're hand painting something, like it takes me more effort, more time than something that's like factory painted. Um, there are a lot of figures that I get where I go, oh, the factory paint on this is adequate. I like it. I'm not going to mess with it. But when it comes to likenesses, if it's certain people and you see the head and you're kind of like, oh, well, I'd rather have a Hot Toys head on that.
Oh, it looks amazing,
Um,
Corey. God.
that's the upgrade. Like when somebody gets it in hand. Now, I wouldn't sell something that I think sucks.
Right.
uh, like if I paint something, so I've done this before where I've painted a whole batch of heads and I had them all ready to seal, and I looked at them and I realized that like the skin tone didn't match, or if there was something I just hated. This is one of the things I've run into where I had the hair color wrong on a character. Like if the character had a brown hair and I used too much red in the brown,
Mm-hmm.
I looked at it when I was finished and I was like, they look like a red hair. I will take all of those heads, I will throw them in cleaner, I'll clean them off and repaint the whole batch. And it takes time to do
Yeah,
that,
no kidding.
but it's also something that I'm more critical. Hopefully, I'm more critical on my own work than anyone else will be.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because the ones that you sent me that you quote you called them duds, and I was like, these are freaking amazing.
Yeah, that's another thing is every once in a while you'll seal a batch of heads and you'll have them all ready to go and some little bit of something will drop from who knows where and land on your head and you seal it and you finished it and you look at it
Oh,
and he's got a piece of string, like piece of fuzz on him.
oh
You think, well,
no.
now I can't sell that, but there are plenty of people who can overlook that slight blemish if you just send them to them here. You can have it.
Oh God, yeah. Can you imagine if I was like, Corey, this figure is garbage.
I send you a head, like just as a friend. Here you go, buddy. You go, can you give me a refund on this?
Yeah,
And
can
it's
I?
free.
I'm gonna
It
send it.
was free.
I'm gonna sell this if you don't mind.
Oh
Like,
no.
oh, you freaking jerk. You jerk. Now, Austin asked, did you make that Damien head? I don't know. I think it was 3D printed, but he painted it.
I would have to ask Pharaoh where he got that head from. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, he just painted it. I
Uh,
say that like it's like just a no
Jesse
big deal. No,
Jesse Lewis was saying he's lost count on how many NECA figures have broke on him.
yeah,
Uh, I'm in that same boat. I have so many predators and aliens.
yeah. I've even had
What
some.
else?
I've had some break on me too, man. That Razar right out of the box too. I couldn't believe it
Oh
broke.
yeah,
Dude, you see
yeah.
that post I put up today? Those oh yeah, of course you did. You commented the Marty McFlies that were $25.
Oh man, that's unfortunate
It's
because
crazy, right?
NECA brags about their figures never going on clearance anywhere,
I have
and
found
there they
so
are.
I in the this year I found all of those, which that was a bunch and like that was a lot on clearance. And then I found that Sam figure from Trick or Treat on
Nice.
clearance at a Walmart, and then I found the Jamie Lee Curtis Laurie Strode figure on clearance for $10 at a GameStop. So
Oh wow.
that was amazing.
Yeah.
It was at the one in South Lake too. It was crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, I just was really surprised by that, especially after Randy told us. He told us that those figures do not go on clearance. Like, come on, man. They do though. That's that's a bit much. But what are you gonna do, right? Golly.
So I think I'm gonna hit up Fan Plastic. We've been talking about doing this.
Yes.
After I did the Wolverine heads,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna send me some new ones that eventually I'm gonna show off. But when I did this Jim Lee Wolverine head, I
Yeah.
did all of them fitted to the Mayfix. I think I should do another batch. I'm gonna talk to him. I think I want to do another batch for Legends.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one. Because I think that
Yeah.
I see a lot of
Actually,
people like with the argument saying that they would just rather spend $20 on a figure. A lot of them are just that happy, and especially if they get a head that looks like one of yours,
yeah,
and then
yeah, yeah. That makes it feel more. Although, um, so the Mayfix figures are good enough that you can buy it, and as long as you don't have any obsessive compulsions, if you get it in hand, you look at it and you go, well, it doesn't really look like Jim Lee or John Byrne or whatever your favorite artist is.
sure,
That's going to leave you wanting more. But if you're content with a definitive neutral version of your character, that's what you're going to get. Like
hmm
even the Jim Lee, the Hush figures. Um, they do a really good job at translating comic style,
yeah,
but I don't think that they are a match exactly to Jim Lee's art.
no, they're pretty close.
Yeah, definitely. I got Superman, and that's such a good figure.
Oh, good, man. I was just worried. I was worried that you were gonna get it in and be like, this doesn't work. Something's broke or something like that. Yeah, he's cool, man. And did you have to turn that peg around on your head to make the head sit a little higher?
Let's
No.
see. So on mine, what I noticed is when that peg is tilted backwards,
Mm-hmm.
uh, he actually looks up more. Yeah, and I think, oh, no, I'm not going to say who, but I saw somebody's review and they were like, oh, well, he can't really look up, but he can. He can
There you go.
definitely look up.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people know about that turning the peg around trick.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's just a simple little swap, and then boom, you're good to go.
So did you got yours in?
Oh yeah, I like him.
Okay, when you got this figure in,
Hmm.
I'm sure you did like me. You were like, who's the next Justice League character I would want on my shelf from Mayfex?
No, I don't even have to think about that.
And well, okay, we know that by default you wanted Aquaman. Who's the
But
next person you want?
after that, I would either want
Bearded Aquaman. I get it. Yeah.
I would either
So you
want
want regular Aquaman, then bearded Aquaman,
Martian
and then
Martian Manhunter. Martian
yeah,
Man. That would
John
be, I think,
John
my
Jones.
if I want. So if I'm building my Justice League, I do like Cyborg a lot, but when it comes down to it, I like so my dream Justice League if Mayfex made them would obviously be I've already got my favorite Batman and Superman because
Hmm.
those Jim Lee Hush ones are my favorite. Wonder Woman, you can kind of give me whatever. I'll probably be happy with her just because I love Wonder Woman. I would love her in that
I
form.
want a Wonder Woman, but I need for her to be as tall as Superman.
Yes. Yep. Yes. Thank you. I
I
agree.
always
I
feel like
agree.
they undersize her. You know, we get a badass Wonder Woman thing, we think, oh, this is
Yeah.
great, and then she's the same height as Harley Quinn.
Yeah. I would like a John Stewart Green Lantern.
Yeah.
That's my Green Lantern, and then Flash and all that stuff. Definitely got to have the Flash in there, obviously. That's Ori's guy. Ori's guy's Flash. I'm not a big Flash guy. I don't hate him, but I've
Not
never.
not Barry or Wally.
I kind of like Wally more. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I do or not. Actually, I kind of like all the Flashes the same. Really, I've never been a. I've never been into the speedsters. Um,
Really? Not
yeah,
even Pietro?
I kind of like Pietro just because he's an ass.
Yeah. Quicksilver's great. I love Quicksilver.
Julian Julian Hayden says, "Bill, what is a character you absolutely despise?" Uh, Batman and Superman. I don't like them.
So
But I don't. Okay, you said despise. Let me. I don't
yeah,
like
that's a
Batman.
really harsh
Yeah, that's
term.
a hard. So let me step back. Let me step back because I don't like Batman or Superman. I don't relate to them, but I respect those characters. So despise. When I hear despise, means I have like nothing for those characters. Um,
Yeah.
it's even harder for me to say that because like I want to say Harley Quinn, but I love her in the animated series. Like that was a great character. Um,
You can look at it and go, I hate that the oversaturation of a character
yeah,
devalues them so much.
yeah, man, despise. How do I despise Batman? I don't relate to Batman. I don't. I don't like
So
that Batman is like in every single thing. I don't buy Batman. Batman's never sold to me. Um,
I was telling you guys this the other day. Batman fans usually like everything around Batman more than Batman.
yeah, I like his rogues gallery. I think he's got a great rogues gallery. Um,
Right.
but I think Batman is like just I don't know, man. He is like it's so funny to me because he's like the whitest character in the like comic universe to me. It's just funny to me. I don't know. It's just crack me up. It was like he says saying you despise Batman is like saying the Disney Star Wars sequel trilogy was good, which you know I like that. So you're just trying to personally attack me, which is fine. It doesn't bother me. Like, I don't care. Like sure, that's exactly what I'm sure I could say that. It is what it is. Like at that point, I don't find it. I don't like that character. I've never. I only think that I liked Batman was Michael Keaton's Batman is because he's the literally the only hero in the film. You know what I mean? Like, what can you
Yeah,
say?
yeah. Also, Michael Keaton chews up scenery when he's in a movie. Anytime you see him on screen, even in films like Jackie Brown, where he
Hmm.
doesn't have, he has a role in the film, but he is
Yeah.
not one of the protagonists.
Yeah.
In all of his scenes in that film, you can't help but to watch him. You're interested in what's going on the whole time.
Absolutely. He's just a commanding presence. I like that. So that's what always bothers me
Wait.
when they're like, Ben Affleck is the best Batman. I'm like, God, really? Because he's just, I don't know,
Um,
man. Ben Affleck
I,
seems
I
kind of
get I get why people like Ben Affleck because he puts us one step closer to someone who kind of looks like the way Batman does in the comics.
right.
Um, but God, he always looks like he's bored in those movies.
I don't think that we've been given substance in any kind of superhero characters in DC since Michael Keaton's Batman and Christopher Reeve Superman.
Wonder
Like
Woman.
Wonder Woman, yeah, I'll give you Wonder Woman and
Yeah.
Shazam. Yeah, Wonder Woman and
Oh yeah,
Shazam.
yeah.
I thought Shazam was amazing. I thought that was so much fun and ridiculously fun. But then whenever when I watch like Zack Snyder's Justice League and stuff like that, is like it's like football. It literally feels like football. Like it's like just kind of like it's there and then it's gone in a year, and it was like, oh, that was fun. We had some good moments in there, I guess, but there's no substance to that. I mean, I don't know. It's not. It's just kind of there and it's over, and let's move on to the next thing, kind of deal. Is what it always feels like to me. Um, like it was just there. It feels like those movies where it's like you've got the license, so you have to make a movie, so you don't lose the license. I guess I
Yeah.
don't know, and that's what all those movies felt like to me. Just like, hey, look, we're just gonna push these out, and then with Marvel, it felt like, oh, we're actually getting, you know, I don't know, you're getting that love put into something, time and effort, um, something like that. I don't know, but somebody, Julian said, oh, really? You're not a playboy billionaire by day and vigilante by night? I thought you related to him a lot. Yeah, as silly as that is, it does come down to the fact that it's like Batman. I don't know. Batman just strikes me as somebody who needs a lot of therapy, a lot. So I don't relate to that guy.
So you're saying that the damage tattoo should have been on Ben Affleck?
Yeah, see, yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah. See,
Yes.
if we would have had this like Post Malone looking Batman, and he's got face tattoos and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and by
Yes.
day somebody goes, "You have damage tattooed on your cheek, and I can see it when you're Batman too." I'm not Batman.
No, not. No
Yes,
way.
you are. You're
No.
doing the voice. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. That's
Yeah,
because
you're
I'm not.
Batman. You gave yourself away.
Would Batman literally walk around with a tattoo that says "damaged Batman" on it? It does. It says it says "damaged Batman" on your head. Haunter Dream says, but a lot of Marvel movies are cookie cutter type. Cookie cutter
Oh
type
yeah,
is, yeah, absolutely it is, because
yeah, I definitely agree. But
when's the last time you
so
saw an
those,
original film? A really good original film that didn't take any ideas, or I mean, where are we at right now? That's something new, like fully, completely new, brand new, everything. You know what I mean? I think,
so
yeah,
superhero genre comes out of pulp.
yep,
The old pulp magazines, the old pulp novels, stuff like that.
mm-hmm,
And all of those heroes are your embodiment of the Superman. Not Superman, but
the
this sort of
Superman,
ultimate hero that you wish you were. And when you go and watch those films, they're escapism. So when
absolutely,
you go see the movie, yes, you want to see the good guys beat the bad guys. That's the formula for all superhero films. If the superhero is an anti-hero, it's a little bit of variation, but that trope becomes worn out very quickly.
yep, absolutely it does. That's just one of those things
Yeah, I
where,
was I was thinking about that with Conan, like going back and reading old Conan books, because he follows the superhero formula to a T. He's the
yeah,
guy that you wish you were. He can beat anybody. Everybody wants to challenge him. He kicks everybody's ass, and women love him, and they don't even explain why. Women are just drawn to this guy immediately. Like, because at no point in the book are they going to go, Conan smelled really bad. Like, really. bad.
Like really bad. He
Yeah.
was horrible. I wanted to vomit every time I was around him.
Yeah.
It's like Johnny Depp. He didn't take showers.
Oh no.
It's terrible. Just
That's
terrible.
pretty rough.
Yeah,
So
it's rough.
Otaku Zero was asking if I have a reduction formula locked in, or is every head different? And do I always go from 6 to 12? So
Good question.
on a lot of shrinks that I do stages. So a lot of times I'll start with a bigger size piece, and then the next stage will lower that. So like this is one stage to the next, and I got roughly 25-30% shrinkage on it. When I'm doing projects, I'll stage everything down to the point where I find something that, let's see, I got one of the final pieces in here. This is one of those that I was painting on the last time. Yeah, so as I'm doing the stages, I'm working my way towards the final size. And generally, once I get it close enough, I can kind of zero in if I want to do like 5, 10, 15, 20% of a shrink to get the final size that I want. And by doing that, it allows me to keep things really, really tight. I know a lot of people use Hydrospan, or I think they also call it Hydro Shrink.
Yeah.
Both products are made by the same company, and what they are is they are like a resin that you mix water in, and after it cures, you let the piece sit out, and as it dehydrates, the piece gets smaller. The only problem is that human heads aren't perfectly symmetrical, and water doesn't evaporate at the same rate. So if you have something that's sitting out, on your desk, and you're thinking, oh, that's going to shrink down perfect, you may get like weird proportions with some of the shrinks. And I've seen, the more patient you are, the better the shrink you're going to get. But I've seen a lot of shrinks that I wasn't happy with because I tried using the material as well, and I got frustrated with it, and I found a different method to do shrinks.
Interesting. That's crazy. I always thought that was one of the most interesting things. I remember whenever you're like, oh, I could shrink that Nightcrawler head, and I was like, you can do the what now?
Yeah.
I was like, that was nuts to me.
I was just looking at one of the hard copies from that earlier.
I love that. I love it so much.
That is one that after I sent it back, in my head, I was like, what if I were to shrink that head all over again? And then I thought, oh, wait, I sent it back to Bill. And then I was like, I think I should just buy that figure. I like that head enough that I ended up buying the Icons Nightcrawler, even though he doesn't have ankle rockers.
He's pretty cool, though, man. I couldn't believe that they never made him in 6-inch form. I would have loved that figure in 6-inch form.
I wanted the Colossus until I realized that he isn't in scale with Nightcrawler and Wolverine.
Well, what if they shrunk him down to be in scale? Is it just not possible to shrink that figure in scale?
No, what I mean is like the Icons Colossus. So I'm talking about like if I owned all three of them, Wolverine, Nightcrawler, and Colossus together.
Yeah, okay.
The Icons figures, even though they're in a rough 12-inch scale, they don't actually maintain that 1/6 scale.
Wow.
So Colossus in 1/6 scale, he would be pretty big, and they just kind of brought him close to 12-inch, which is just too small.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I had him for the longest time, and then I had him. Actually, I had everybody from that one. I had both Jean Greys, and then
oh wow, nice.
The Phoenix and the Jean Grey, and then I had him. But I got rid of everything except for old Kurt. Kurt wasn't going anywhere.
So did you have the Daredevil from those?
Yeah, I had both of them, the yellow and the red. And then I had one out of the box, too.
Really? I always liked the sculpt on those, but I felt like it didn't translate because it's the same figure in 6-inch scale.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it was.
What was that? The Nemesis wave?
Yep. Oh, yeah, Nemesis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, let's not call him the other one.
No, don't call him the other one. Nemesis. No. Nemesis.
They were like, wait, what? Genocide? They're like, oh, no, we meant the other one. Oh, Holocaust? Okay, let's not. Let's
just
do
chill.
This.
Let's just chill. Uh,
I wonder who got fired over that.
somebody got fired. They were warned. Um,
They were warned.
they're probably the same guy that made that beast.
Oh no.
Oh
Which
God,
one?
the one in the Nemesis wave. God, do you remember that thing?
Oh, it was the astonishing X-Men costume. Yeah.
Which
That was a really ugly figure.
I gotta say, that's an ugly design. I hate that. I hate that outfit. It's the weirdest looking outfit I've ever seen in my life. Like, it just doesn't make sense for it to come up the way it does on its sides. There's no
Yeah,
way you
yeah.
could bend to the side without that just like piece flopping over or bending up underneath you. There's no
He
way. It's
went to
just
the he
so
went to the
ugly.
superhero costume tailor and he's like, "Give me something that chafes."
They're like, this is going to be the most uncomfortable thing you've ever worn. Great.
Right.
Great. That's exactly what I wanted. I was like, well, you got it, buddy. You got it, Catman.
So Jay's figures said Batman is to DC what Spider-Man is to Marvel. Um, I
I'm.
think
I think
I
that's
think
pretty.
Superman is the parallel.
Oh man, really? I can't.
But I
I,
get it.
I have to agree with him on the Rogues Gallery side.
Oh yeah, that's
You
true.
know,
Yeah, they both
like,
have
yeah.
the strongest rogues galleries. Yeah, that's one of those things where if you ask somebody to name 5 Superman rogues,
Mm-hmm.
they would go,
Lex
Lex
Luthor,
Luthor,
Bizarro.
Doomsday.
Nobody's
Yeah,
gonna.
bizarre.
Nope,
Yeah, and
nobody's
then
gonna
you get
reach
to,
into like Mongol or Parasite or something like that. I'm like, yeah, there's
yeah,
more. Um,
they just give up. They're like, I don't wanna.
Steel. That's not a bad guy.
Yeah,
Superboy.
that's.
Superboy.
They just start listing off other super family characters. They're like
Aquaman.
Supergirl.
Aquaman. It's
Yeah,
like no.
I saw on a cover. There was a cover one time where it looked like they were going to fight each other. You didn't read that book, did you?
No. Black Superman. Wait, do you mean the black suit or do you mean a different Earth? Yes. It's like God dang it.
They start dipping. They're like, I'm
No.
pretty sure he fights Red Skull.
Please like me. Did I get it right yet? I don't want you asking me comment questions. I don't read them. Don't read them at all.
Chris Jordan said he got into it with people over Gambit being able to beat Batman, which is truth.
I agree.
Uh,
Rain.
Gambit is a really cool mutant who has really cool powers that haven't really been fleshed out. His
Yes,
ability to use his kinetic energy to speed himself up for a short amount of time
it was dope.
is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a comic.
Mm-hmm.
And how often do we see it?
The same amount of time as like whenever in was it Kingdom Come? Whenever Aquaman, when Brainiac cuts open his head and does the lobotomy, and I'm like, great, they freaking killed him, and he regenerates. He regenerates his head, like the cut and everything. Freaking
Aquaman does?
yeah, dude, Aquaman, yeah, he freaking comes back.
He's like a lizard?
Was it Injustice or no, man, like Wolverine? Come on, man. Come on, you can give.
No,
You can relate.
he doesn't have that power, does he? I don't remember.
Bruh,
Having
he
that
does. Brainiac cuts his head
Really?
open and it comes back.
And
Maybe
his tail grows back?
yes. His fin.
Hmm.
Get it right,
His
man.
fins,
Get
yeah.
it right, man. You don't know shit
Yeah.
about animals.
You know, that's a big deal. People are poaching Aquaman fins for soup. They make Aquaman fin soup with it. It's an aphrodisiac.
It's an aphrodisiac. Atlantean Desiac. Yeah, dude. But yeah, like you were saying, like those powers that are amazing and they're like, let's not do that again.
Could you imagine Batman trying to do bat karate on Gambit and he just charges his arm up?
Boom. Bye. Bye bats.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The whole time Batman's
yeah.
trying to talk to him. And because he's Cajun, he's like, I don't know what you're saying. Speak English.
Yeah. It's like, wow. Batman's kind of racist.
we figured it out.
That was it. That's why. That's why he's got so many fans.
Yeah. Oh no.
You're like, oh no.
Whoops.
Jens Hieronymus said like a starfish. Yeah, he regenerated like a
Yeah,
starfish.
there we go.
Jens, you're awesome. Welcome to
Austin
CREWMARU.
was asking if anyone had played the Telltale Batman games. Uh, I haven't.
They're so I like the Telltale series. They're actually very. I don't think I don't. I thought I'd played one Batman, but I think I'm thinking of Borderlands and Walking Dead, which was good. Which
There was a Telltale Borderlands game.
yes, Tales from the Borderlands. It's good. It was before the
Huh.
comedy got because for Borderlands 3 the comedy got kind of it just wasn't good. It felt dated. And I liked their comedy from before. It had a charm to it, and that one stayed with the charm. It was good. It's a really
Nice.
good game. Yeah. A lot of times those things pop up for free, so I got that for free, and I think I got the Batman for free too. They're generally very good at storytelling because they have to be. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the whole
you have to
point.
be able to market that
That's
because
what
it's not a fully interactive game.
that's what they should have done with Black Sad. I wish Telltale would have had a hold of that. Yeah, Wolf Among Us is really good. You'd like that one. That's the one that you would be
Yeah,
down because it's just that genre. Very cool,
nice.
very well done, and not like a superhero story, more of like that werewolf.
Ori said that he might be in the minority, but Shazam, while a fun movie, didn't do the character justice. I feel like we're reading these comments like way late. There's probably 1,000 comments below this.
Oh, probably yeah.
Uh, yeah, they could definitely do more for. I mean, hey, that's yeah. Hopefully, there's a sequel.
Right, yeah. I at least you could say it was fun. You know,
Right.
at least you have
Julian
that.
asked if we saw the Mezco Destro.
I
Um,
did.
I saw it, and
That's it.
I like GI Joes. I like old GI Joes. I don't think I could bring myself to spend now. There are people spending $80 on just a Cobra Viper, but I don't think I could bring myself to spend $80 or $100 each on the Mezco GI Joes.
Yeah, while it did look kind of nice, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, and that's it's weird because I grew up on Joes. Like that's my shit.
Yeah,
But when you're buying GI Joes, you want to build an army of
GI
them. You know, you want
Joes.
every character.
I don't want
I
like.
couldn't imagine.
I
Could
mean,
you imagine buying the regular versions of the Joes and then Mezco being like, "Now we're doing Tiger Force,"
yeah.
you know?
Which that's it sounds like them, but I don't know. I think maybe if if Destro was my favorite character, yeah, I'd probably
Right,
buy.
right.
Yeah, you're gonna buy that probably.
How weird is it to lead with Destro?
I think they. You know what's funny is I thought it was both of us that agreed that Destro is like probably the best Joe that Hasbro put out. Maybe Zartan
That's
compared
true.
to your
Yeah,
review now,
yeah.
but yeah, Destro maybe Destro sold. Like Destro sells though, doesn't he? Destro always sells. He's
Um,
kind of like a
I don't know. I
solid
remember
character,
in
man.
the 3 inch days, you know, he wasn't. I'm not gonna say for a fact because I remember, you know, when I was younger, I always went for Joes,
Yeah,
and my brother collected Cobras, but I don't remember Destro being like numero uno when it comes to Cobra. Generally, people are like, "Give me Cobra Commander," and then the Ninja, Storm Shadow,
yep,
Zartan, the Master of Disguise, and then Firefly, Sabotage. The
really.
the Gold Chain Metalhead Pimp. I don't think he's as in demand.
Right. I don't know, man. I remember whenever we were kids, my cousin loved Destro, and then my he
Nice.
loved him. That was like his favorite character. Um, and I remember Destro wasn't one of the easier ones. I think it was whenever like wacky colors of Destro came out. Yeah, those were easy to get, but like a regular
Yeah,
Destro, people want
he didn't
that.
have as many figures,
Mm-mm. There
so
wasn't
there
there
was
man. Was there one
scarcity
that
there.
was? I don't know why in my head I keep seeing a teal and purple suit, and it might have been one of
The
those wacky
um,
things or
the
something.
sound, what do they call them? Sonic Fighters. They had the backpacks with the sound on them.
Did they make a distro of that?
They might have. I'm not sure.
Man, I can't remember. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's like 30 years ago now.
Right. Yeah, I know. Right. I was like, golly, that's been forever ago. Um, Yeah, I don't know. That is interesting to lead with Destro, but that's, I mean, Mezco has proven that they do what they want, not what the
It's
fans want.
it's super weird because what has sold the best for them? Ninjas. Those Mezco, the Gomez figures.
Oh yeah,
Um, yeah, all of the Ninja Gomez figures are super sought after, and instead of leading with Snake Eyes or Storm Shadow, they go straight for Destro.
yeah, right for Destro. It's interesting. Yeah, it's very. I don't know. I think the biggest. I think their biggest surprise, like that was a pretty big surprise to me, but it wasn't exciting. Um, One
Yeah.
that I'm excited for, but I'm probably not gonna buy. And this is something I was talking to Craig about the other day. This is kind of a cool mentality where he's like, yeah, he's happy that something exists, but he doesn't have to buy it. You know, he's just like, oh, that's cool. I can always look at pictures or something like that, but he doesn't have to buy it. And that was the
Yeah.
for me, that was the Power Rangers. I thought that was a really smart. That's a really, really, really smart move on Mezco to do Power Rangers because those cheap looking suits, from the show,
Oh, they work. Yeah, they work
how
with how
yeah, it works incredibly well.
yeah, with how obvious the
I,
because none of the Mezco costumes
yeah,
translate. I mean, even in real life, if
right.
you made, if you made Wolverine's, oops, knocking shit over.
Take that, Destro.
If you made Wolverine's costume in real cloth, it
Yeah,
would look silly. It would look super cartoony.
we've seen it.
So for Mezco to try and translate it,
Yeah,
they're fighting against that.
right.
Superheroes essentially are just naked people painted,
that
right?
that is
You know,
probably
yeah.
that's the best.
And
That's the
that's
best.
all superheroes
That's the
are.
best
Naked people
description.
painted.
Describe superheroes poorly. Naked people painted.
Yeah.
That's so funny, dude. You're right though. I mean, that's some of that was actually some of my biggest problems whenever with the Luke Cage figures. It was just naked legs painted, and I'm like, ugh,
Oh yeah, yeah. It
I
doesn't work because Luke
hate
has always
this.
had
He's got
something
jeans.
going on with his costume.
Yeah, like come on, man, give him some pants. Like you don't see if I see somebody's muscle definition through their jeans, man, what is going on there? Toy Migos, welcome Toy Migos. That's got to be Josh Cheney saying
Nice.
Maru Monday. That's right. He was actually the one where me and him were sitting there talking the other. It was not too long ago, and both of us were like, "Man, there sure are a lot of things going on Thursday, as far as like toy live streams
Oh,
are."
everybody's got a stream.
Oh man, it was crazy. It was like, yeah, Thursdays are nuts, and I was like, what about Monday? He's like, I don't think that one's really taken right now. So that's why I jumped on Monday. I was like, man, somebody's got to do it.
There you go. Plus,
Hey,
it sounds good. Mario Mondays.
see, that's what I told him. I was like, hey, the
Yeah.
hymns work, right? That's what I'll do. I'll do something big in like May, and we'll call it Mayru, and then I'll just inflate my ego to the point where
Marume.
yeah,
Oh no.
Mayru. It's gonna work. I'm telling you, be a big deal. I am still, I'm still really blown away that freaking figure is built. Did you not? Did you pre-build those arms before?
No, I built it all while we were sitting here. No, it says Robo is live streaming on Mondays now as well.
Oh, oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, great.
There goes our fan base. We're gone.
Wow, just like that it's over.
Yeah, we're done.
I
Damn it,
see
Robo.
I see about
You're
20
so
people.
likable.
I see about 20 people that didn't go watch Robo. So take that, Robo.
Oh, it's because he's on Twitch, right?
Oh, is that what is he wait, is he playing
Oh
games?
wait. No, I think that's just where he's doing his stream now.
Oh, okay. I always hear Twitch and I'm like I'm old. I always think that means like they're playing video games.
Right.
I was like, isn't that what that means?
Jen said that's why he hates. Oh, he's talking about the beautiful naked people that are comic characters.
Yeah.
That's why I hate modern suit design for Batman and Superman. No trunks, and it really looks like a naked dude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, their genitals aren't out, so you're
Their that was
alright.
your argument. Their genitals aren't out, so you're all right. He's
Like Batman jumping down, I am the night. And they're like, oh, God.
no. Go ahead, go back into the night. Please go back into the night. It's like that is not what anybody wants to see.
Yeah. Like, oh, God, I saw little Batman. You
Yeah.
mean Robin? No, I
No.
mean little Batman.
Saw the. This is Robin. No.
Oh, no.
This is Dick. Oh, you just that was too obvious. My God, it's too bad. That's ridiculous, man. Yeah, that was always. I don't know. I remember. I want to say it was Drax. Was one of the first ones I got, and I was like, "This sucks." I remember
The
getting that.
first figure?
Yeah, that Drax figure, and his
Which
leg.
one?
It was the first one that they did with that big old head. He's in the. He's got the blue pants, green, green body, and he had like a
Oh,
skinnier
from
body with a.
the box set.
The box set one's good, isn't it? Or is it the same? It's not the same
Shit,
thing, is it? You know what I'm talking about? It was it was Terrax. Was it the Terrax wave?
Was
That
there a draft? Oh, the one. Yeah, yeah. He had a. It was the same body that Commander Rogers used.
oh god, yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a weird one because his hands
Yes.
just had swivels at the forearm.
Yeah. And it was super. I want to say he still had the ball hips too. Yeah, because that was the
Right.
Commander Rogers. Yeah. Terrax. The Terrax build a
Man,
figure. Hmm.
that's a build a figure that I missed out on that I'm still looking back at going, oh, I want that. I
He
want all the heralds.
he was kind of cool. He was actually a pretty cool. I wonder how is that hard to get now? Is he like
I
super
don't know.
expensive?
I'm not sure.
Oh man, yeah, I don't know why, but I guess I got rid of my Arnim Zola.
Really, the
Yeah,
one
and I had both of those
the
too.
updated one in the 2-pack is really nice. I like that figure a lot.
I had the original ones, so the original BAFs where they had the different head, like the different face, and then there was the Red Skull, and then they had the Zola, and then he had
Yeah. Yep.
the different heads on it, the red and the yellow. I had both of those built, and I guess I don't remember getting rid of them. I must have been cleaning house, which it's funny. I see that and I'm like, man, what are you really collecting here? What do you need? You need to get rid of some stuff. So
Don Draper is bringing up the Hot Toys Batman Forever Robin with
here
the
we
one
go.
who's smuggling a hammer in his trousers.
Why? That is.
Somebody mentioned that. Where was I? And they were like, "Why are you worried about his crotch? Why are you even looking at that? Once you see it, you can't unsee it. You know, he's the boy wonder, but we shouldn't wonder about the boy."
No, he's a man now. Clearly, it's Chris O'Donnell, man.
Right.
Right? Does that mean something? That means something.
Yeah, I don't think so anymore. I think
That doesn't mean anything.
he's on one of those Law and Order type shows now.
Oh yeah. Good for him. He'll be on there for like 20 years.
Yeah, good for him. He turned out to look like somebody's dad, and now he's on a show that everybody's dad watches.
Yes, it's perfect.
I
Yeah.
gotta have something to fall and sleep in front of the TV with.
Yeah, might as well be an SVU or something like
Yeah.
that. Doom doom. Time to sleep. That's how you know.
Does the Stiltman Build-A-Figure have stress marks in the plastic on the back of his armored hood thing for you guys? I can grab it.
Yeah, I have one.
I'll,
Actually, I have two of those.
yeah?
Yes. God,
Let me grab mine.
it's a huge crack almost. It looks like a huge crack all the way down. That one. Let's see. That one does. Let me see if this one does too. Yeah. This one doesn't look as bad, but yeah, they definitely both have it. Oh man, guys, y'all remember this? The Batman. Look at this Riddler.
Carrying the conversation for me?
Yeah, I was showing off this, like, look at this old, this Riddler.
What the hell is that thing?
That's from, Batman. There's, like, figures. Get ready for a puzzling situation. Yeah,
Right, so what?
Look at right there. Look at the back left of your hood. Do you not have like a log?
Oh, it has.
Yeah, all the way down.
Oh, it's something from the injection molding.
I guess so. Yeah,
I don't think it's.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a crack. I think it's like marbling in that metallic you use.
It's just kind of weird that it's like in the same spot on all of them right there. I guess they wanted that, but
is it really?
Yeah,
huh.
Mine do.
Maybe it's because that separation makes me wonder if the injection points are on the sides here, if they inject from each side at the same time, and this side just fills up more than others.
Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know how that. I'm not familiar with any of that stuff.
Yeah, I have no clue.
That's crazy, though. Yeah, I heard I don't know. I think that's happened before, though, on a few other figures, like something. Oh,
yeah,
was it
there's a lot of
Iceman or?
No, I'm trying. What's that?
Was it Iceman that had something like that going on, like through his head?
Oh yeah, he had that ugly marbling all over him.
Yeah, and I want to say most of it went through his head.
So we've had at least three Icemans from Hasbro at this point.
Yeah.
And all of them suck.
I don't hate the one that has like the spikier hair. That's probably my favorite out of them.
So that one, his hips break real easy.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I have two of them, and one of them he started to do the. Do you remember the old Toy Biz Iceman whose hips would just explode?
Yes.
His legs have started doing that same thing.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
I think it's just how fragile clear plastics are over time.
Dang, that sucks, man. I really hate that. That's literally the worst. Oh, I didn't know that.
Let's see.
Dang. Strong Guy Baff has a droopy arm. Does he? I didn't know that. It's probably one of those.
Yeah, there's something up with the way that his arms connect into his torso, for some reason on one side it's a little bit lower than the other.
That's kind of weird. I didn't know that. Poor Guido.
Yeah,
After all these years, we finally get a Guido and he's all messed up.
He's still a really good Build-A-Figure.
Yeah, he's cool, man. I can't believe that we're getting, I don't know, X Factor is insanity to me that those are just real. It's crazy because whenever we're talking about, oh, we'll never get that figure, I'm like, man, I don't rule anything out these days for Hasbro. I got to give them credit on that, where it's just like, man, a Stiltman Build-A-Figure? Are you freaking kidding me?
You know, we've gotten some weirdos that whenever you see a line, you always assume, okay, we're getting A-listers and then some B-listers. You never expect a comic or, action figures from comics to drop. What's a good... Maverick is a weird one, where it's like, who, outside of me, who wanted Maverick?
A lot of people wanted Maverick. Surprised. Cool. Yeah, I think you would be proud to know how many. I was one, for sure. But yeah, nice. Maverick was sought after, man. But yeah, you're right. He is very low tier. As cool as he is, I would even consider Chamber to be low tier, and he's awesome. Like, I think
aesthetically, he's super, super cool looking.
Yeah, dude. Like, what? Why not give us? Was it Generation X? Wait, Gen X?
That was Generation X.
It was Generation X. Yeah, like
with
skin,
Penance, Chamber, Mondo. Oh man, Jubilee, Banshee, Emma. Mondo. There's some more. I think I know most of them.
Oh, what was the name of homeboy with the he's the villain. The gray. He is gray with the black jacket. He had the
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, he's good. I like him.
Yeah, that is a really weird villain.
Yeah, he had a dude that looked like an Iz with him, like from the Max.
Yep.
Oh, what the heck's his name? Guys, come on, comic readers, what's his name?
Yep. We need to know Generation X villains that aren't Max
Oh,
Headroom.
because he was brought back later on. Actually, in the in X Men, I remember reading him and I was like, oh, dude, it's oh my cousin loved that figure. He did. He had a different name for him too, but he always used that figure as his like. He's like this.
He's like this. This is Tony,
He
and he
called
puts it
him
out
like
there, and you're like, I don't think that's his name. No, this
no.
is Tony.
I think he called him like Sweet Tea, and he'd have you like, oh man, he's like, here comes Sweet Tea. We did that stuff with figures all the time. We get like these dumb. He's like, oh man, Sweet Tea's here. I'm like, God, not Sweet Tea. No, not
Oh
Sweet Tea.
no,
Yeah.
not Sweet Tea.
Oh, what was I want to
He's
say? His name was like,
he's a Mad Money hustler,
dude.
and he
Yeah, he.
can't
I
help
was
it.
like, no, not to put Sweet Tea away. Um. Oh man, his name was something like Embrace or something like that. Man, I can't.
Oh, Empath.
Was it Empath? Is that it?
I think that's right.
I feel like even if I heard it, I won't know it now. Is it?
Oh
It might
no,
Empath might be right.
I think so.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I'd have to look. Hit. Maybe that is it. Empath. Gosh.
Jesse Lewis said, "Explain it again. I missed it. We're trying to remember the first major villain in Generation X. He was in issue 1, and I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I think maybe it was Empath. He was.
Chris Jordan wants a deluxe Exodus figure.
Ooh, man, I don't know if they put the money into Exodus for a deluxe, but I.
Knowing Hasbro, they're gonna be like, here's a character you've been waiting on the Bucky Cat body.
Oh, that'd be so crappy. You want Exodus? You got him on the Bucky Cat body. No.
I hate that we have how many Cyclops now,
Oh my god.
and none of them have butterfly joints.
None of
half
them.
half of them have the two finger hand, and whenever you have him on his shelf and he's not using his optical blast, what is he doing with that hand?
It just looks weird.
Yeah,
Like, there's literally nothing else you can do with it.
right.
I mean, unless you want to get weird.
It'd be like if you had a Deadpool figure and he was just shooting the middle finger on one hand.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, he just came like that. I can't
That's all he
really do
does.
anything.
That's all he does. That's it.
Right.
Man, yeah. It bothers me greatly that we don't have a Scott with butterfly joints.
Yeah. He's an A-lister. He deserves better.
Yeah. Chris Jordan said, LOL, my custom Exodus is on the Bucky cap. Make a new one.
Hey, that's okay. It's a custom.
It's a
We
custom.
can always improve from there.
Yeah, you can redo that custom. You can,
It's always unfortunate when a toy company that has access to all these different molds
yeah.
uses that same body, and you end up with half of your male characters. They're the same guy, basically.
Yeah.
And in some instances, it's like, okay, yeah, they would have a similar physique, but they need some physique diversity.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Husk. No, Husk was wasn't
Husk
that
was
female?
that was Cannonball's sister.
Yeah, Husk was dope too. I liked her a lot.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, I liked it every time. I like it would change. That was always good.
Yeah.
There was a time in some X-Men comics that I was reading. I remember this is when I was telling you about wherever like I want to say for 5 issues the it was like so if you were to pick up the trades it would be trade number 3 out of like 5 or 6 of them. And
Yeah.
so think about that. So you're on issue number 11, right? 11 through like 15, and they
Right.
changed all the artist to like this super anime looking, like they had real sharp noses and anime kind of
weird.
sharp hair. It was super weird. It was and this
They
is
did
X-Men.
that.
It's crazy.
Do you remember what was the series that introduced Hope? That was
Oh,
let's see if I remember off the top of my head.
as a like when she was a baby.
Yeah, that series where like the mutants were basically going extinct, and Hope's born. Cable shows up and takes her, and Bishop's chasing after Cable.
God, it's been
Aha! So in that series,
Messiah Complex?
that was that Messiah Complex?
Is that a little after it?
I can't remember.
Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Anyways, now I done forgot. I was trying to think of the name of the book. I already forgot what we were talking about.
No. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
totally
talking about.
forgot.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
done. It's gone.
I
It's
lied.
gone forever.
I killed it.
Yeah, you ruined it.
God
Who
dang it.
cares?
Wait.
All right.
I bet you're gonna talk about the art changing, weren't you?
Oh yeah. So across the different books, because it was a tie-in, so you had to read X Force, X Factor, um, Astonishing, Uncanny, and X Men. So
Mm-hmm.
three main X titles.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure Wolverine had a tie-in too. But whenever you were reading all those books to figure out what was going on, you would have a hard switch because they had Bacalo on one of the X books,
Mm-hmm.
and then you would jump over to X Factor, which was totally different. And it would be like changing the radio station to find something you want.
Yeah.
And in some cases, you're like, oh, well, I don't mind rap music. This song's good.
Yeah.
But then you flip to the country channel and you're like, that is a real hard contrast. You know, even if you
Yeah.
like the song, it's kind of like, this just doesn't mesh.
I hate that. That bothers me, man. Like, cause you're trying to. That. I don't know, man. I'm not generally a big art snob when it comes to comics. But when it's bad or like the contrast is too much, it's just too much. Straight up.
Austin said Mafex Cyclops, though.
I like him. I personally like the Mafex Cyclops.
I would have liked him if I didn't get a dud. That was the only bad thing is like with Mafex, it's you cross your fingers and you hope you get one that doesn't suck. And then it shows up and you do the unboxing where you're like, oh, all right, here we go. And things are falling off the figure and you go, oh no, I got a bad one.
Yeah, I did have one. What was it I told you? Was it his hand? Was it one of the hands that I was having? I
It's
had
like
an
a
issue.
different color.
No, it was just like I think it just kind of fell off or like it wouldn't stay on really well. But it wasn't anything that like I couldn't just fix with a little bit. Obviously, like we always talk about, you don't want to have to fix that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's funny. I was talking to Craig and I was wondering, Corey. I know like we talk all the time, but this is like he kind of brought up an interesting topic, and I asked him. I was like, what Marvel Legend do you have that you haven't had to mod? And I was wondering, do you do a lot of that? Like I know you do a lot of like you do your head casts and stuff. Do you mod like more of your figures than not?
There are certain characters. It has to do with my attachment to the character. If it's somebody that I really, really like, if it's the main X-Men, a lot of times I'll modify them. Like I have alternate heads on a lot of figures.
Yeah.
As far as doing full customs, I always feel like I have to bring myself to be content with it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I want a custom, it's best just to make something that simply doesn't exist.
Right.
Like this guy.
Oh, Warlock.
Yeah. That's one of those where they didn't have it. Nobody's made it. Or I say nobody's made it. He has the cape off the old Hasbro one, but nobody's updated that figure.
Right.
And I got to a point where I was like, it's not that hard. I'll just make one. And even though it's not perfect, it's still good enough.
Yeah.
Until Hasbro comes around. And of course, he's on the Bucky Cat body. I mean, I made this a long time ago. If I was going to make a new one now, I'd probably put it on the Sunfire body.
Sunfire body is very underutilized, it feels like.
It does get... Here lately, it's been getting used a lot.
Yeah, I guess you're right, it has been. Did you end up getting that, Did you get the Professor X from the new wave? Because I know you're not happy with that new wave.
I think that House of X wave is dialed in.
Yeah.
I have... I honestly think I already threw them in bags and stuck them in a box already.
Oh, dang.
I have Mora, Jean, and Wolverine from that wave. And normally, when you get a Marvel Legend, there's a certain level you expect, even when it's dialed in.
Yeah.
Even when it's something super simple.
Yeah.
But the fact that they sculpted new parts for Jean that don't work, like her ab crunch isn't there. There's no point for the way that, like, it to me that's unacceptable in a line that has become the standard for articulation. Everybody looks at Legends and goes, if it can't do at least this, that's it doesn't meet standards.
Right. No,
So
yeah, I
like
agree.
with Jean, the fact that they took away articulation to give somewhat of a new sculpt, and then they put this like almost hard plastic skirt on her
Ugh.
that she can't move her legs. Like that, and it's a version of Jean that everybody's been like, hey, I would love to have the old Marvel Girl costume,
Right.
You finally get her, and that figure is just a turd.
That's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sad, man. Like,
That, and she's not the same height as any of the other Jean Greys.
yeah.
And the only way that would be acceptable is if we had a box set of X-Men that were young versions.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's, oh man. That bothers me because I was really excited about that because I like the I like those vintage characters, those old school outfits and whatnot, and it just bothers me that they've phoned in Jean like that and that hard plastic. I'm like, I don't understand what made them think that that was going to be okay.
Yeah. Chris
Im-
Jordan was asking,
Got it.
who? Who is
Implate.
it?
Implate.
Implate. Okay.
Implate. This guy.
Nice.
This guy right here.
Yep.
That's who
That's
I was
him.
looking for. That's
Nice.
Implate. Oh man. All right. Sorry, I had to
Okay,
pull
so
it out.
Chris Jordan was asking, would we want 616 or Age of Apocalypse Chamber? I would want 616. I want
Yeah.
the explodey chest thing.
Yeah, I want 616 as well. Definitely. There's no. I don't think there's any
Right.
substitute really there for that.
Julian was saying that he likes the Spider UK body. I like that base body a lot. I think it looks really, really good. It came out at the same time as the Sunfire body, and I remember looking at them being like, I like the way this one looks more, but I just wish it had the butterfly joints.
Yeah, they're so important.
And like
Ulysses Ramos said,
Ulysses
yeah,
Ramos even said, that he doesn't understand why people prefer the Sunfire body because anatomically its shoulders do sit lower than they should. It kind of makes the new retrowave Spidey body makes that one look so much more heroic because his shoulders sit a little bit higher.
Yeah, that's is the Silver Surfer? Is that on
Yep, he's on the Sunfire body.
God, man, I like that figure. I like that figure, and
Yeah,
I've also got him I've got him posed like this, almost like a speed
Yeah.
skater. So maybe I'm not noticing the shoulders as much because
Right.
Hercules' body is awesome. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I do like that one too.
Let's see. Samurai Chris asked Bill, way back in the day, was there a figure you had as a kid that broke and you wish you could fix with the skills you have today? Favorite toy that you smashed with a baseball bat because you were angry?
No, I never. I did. I fixed my toys.
You fixed all your toys back then?
Yeah. Well, predominantly I had. So okay, yes, there is one. So the first toy I ever fixed was actually my Nightcrawler, with the suction cups on his thigh and hand. So the first thing I did was
Popped off.
I cut those off. I didn't like those, but
Yeah, I did.
his tail broke, and his tail broke. But what I did was we had a place called IGA Food Liner. It was like a smaller grocery store in our town, and they had those quarter machines that had, you remember the sticky hands that you could get in the little bubble plastic things?
Yeah.
Well,
he had a sticky tail?
yeah, I found one that the end of it The end of it had a little demon tail
Oh,
on it,
nice.
but it was like pink. It was like a reddish pink. So
Oh,
I cut it and I super glued it, and dude, that thing stayed. It stayed on there forever. In fact, dude, hang on. So this is kind of crazy, dude.
oh, he's
It's
still
not a
got it.
live stream unless I don't get up. I still have it.
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
not a live stream until Bill knocks over some boxes.
Oh man, I thought I still had that one. So I had picked one up before, and I broke it during a live. A guy, who was it? I think his name was Ed Ponce. He was asking us to do a video about figures, and I picked one up, and I want to say it was my Nightcrawler, and I broke it on camera.
Oh no!
Oh, I'm not sure where it's at, dude. I thought I still had that one somewhere. Dang it. I do have one out of a box here, but that was a little lackluster. I thought I had one over here. Huh. Yeah, I thought I did still have one of those. Yeah, that was crazy. The one that I wish I had the skills to fix would have been, there was a Spider-Man figure. He was really skinny, and he had hella good articulation. Like, the best articulation of any 6-inch figure I had at the time. And
Cool.
he he had an open hand like this, and I want to say it went from side to side, and then he had the thwip
That was
hand.
the Nightcrawler from the Giant Size X-Men box set, right? You're talking about Nightcrawler, right?
Yeah. What do you? No, I'm talking. No. Spider-Man.
Oh, it was a Spider-Man. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought we were still talking about Nightcrawler.
No. Whenever so that was the one figure that I fixed. The first one I fixed. The one that I wish I could have been able to fix that I never did fix was a Spider-Man. He was a skinnier old Toy Biz one, but he had like GI Joe level articulation. He was super cool.
He had rivets all over him.
Yes, that's him.
I had him.
So we had this chain link fence in the backyard, and it was covered in like ivy. So we would like not poison ivy, but just ivy. So we would toss our figures into it.
You were an itchy kid growing up. I get it.
I was a scratchy boy, and we would throw our figures into that, and like those characters like that would get caught in it, and it looked like they would grab it, and we just loved it. We loved doing that.
Nice.
Until one day I tossed it, and it caught the metal. I guess I threw it too hard or something. And it
exploded.
It broke that. It broke his hand off right there, like it broke it off right at the rivet.
Oh no!
And I remember that was the first time I ever tried super glue, and nope, wouldn't fix it. So that's one that I wish I could have been able to fix because I loved that Spider-Man. That was one of my favorites, just because articulation.
Jesse Lewis said that he had that figure of Implate growing up, but see, he didn't know his real name is Sweet Tea.
Dude, Sweet Tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Sweet Tea.
Listen, that that was his name. We had Sweet Tea, and we had a character called Unga. That was a Silver Surfer. Do you remember the first Silver Surfer figure? It might have been the first one made. He
was called Unga?
This is what we
you
were like.
Unga? Is that what you said?
Yes, because when you looked at his face, his face looked kind of like, it looked like this. And like his nose was like, looked like his face was just smushed.
You're gonna scare away your fans.
Dude, that's what he looked like. It looked like his face was pressed up against a window, basically.
Oh no!
And my cousin would be like, he'd get him and go, like that's how he breathed through his nose. And so we turned this character, and I had the figure, and my cousin would give me hell for it all the time until finally, he traded me a ton of stuff for it. That's how we were as kids. We'd trade back and forth. And so I was like, fine, just take him. And he would never leave me alone with it. Every time, like, I'd be like in the morning, if he woke up before me, he'd like put it next to me and he'd be like, and I'm like, dude, what the? I was like, what's wrong with you? So that was like how we were as kids, man. That was it, man. We had the dumbest stuff for figures, man. We would find things
I like Unga. I'm gonna go buy that toy right now. I need an Unga in my collection.
I hate that stupid figure.
Sweet Tea and Unga.
Sweet Tea though, man. That was me and my cousin, man. We had that, and we had like we went stupid with those the Independence Day aliens from ID4 or
Oh
whatever.
man, I never had any of those.
Oh, really? Dude,
No,
those were
never. I
cool.
wanted another line that I wanted was I never had any of the Starship Troopers bugs.
I didn't even know they made toys of those, and that bothers me. Like I would have,
Playmates. They had the license. They made
I would have
a
bought
bunch
those.
of them,
I
and
would
they
have.
were like micro machine size.
Really?
Yeah, how cool was that?
Oh my god, I would have went nuts over those. Oh,
Austin was hoping that in your Spider-Man story that there was the Sandlot dog was involved. So like you threw it
no.
up against a fence and a dog just takes it.
I don't think I ever had a dog chew up any of my toys.
Yeah.
I did lose one in the lake, which was the saddest one ever. You know that the rock and roll we were talking about, the bright orange and green one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the one.
With the hideous costume.
He was I had him sitting on our because we actually lived on a lake, and so my grandfather had a pontoon boat, and he had it out there, and I had him sitting on the side, like I literally had him sitting in sitting formation, like on the seat, and when I went to sit down, the air launched him up, so I plopped down and it
Oh
launched him up,
no.
and he went off the side near the boat dock
That's the
too.
way he wanted to go.
Dude, you remember
He always wanted to.
it was the Sonic one with the backpack.
Yeah.
So if you took
And he
that
whistled as he flew through the air.
if you took that backpack off, he didn't float like the other ones. Like a lot of times they would float for a little bit, and then if they turned,
Yeah, yeah.
he had too many holes, so he sunk, gone.
Oh no.
Bridgeport Lake claimed the life of rock and roll.
He's still down there. He
He's
lives there now.
he is still down there. I don't know how. What
Yeah.
I
He
wish.
kind of looked like Aquaman to begin with, so now he is Aquaman.
No, it's the saddest is the saddest loss. That might have been
Chris was
this.
asking if that Spider-Man was the one that had where his hands articulated at the knuckles, but I think it was even before that.
Yeah, it was before that. He had one hand that bent like this at the wrist. That was incredible, but not at the knuckles. No, it was way before that.
Yeah, super early.
Yeah.
That was probably in the like first wave of Toy Biz Marvel figures.
Yeah. Yeah,
That was
definitely.
after Mattel did Secret Wars in like was that like 84, 85?
Yeah, definitely.
That's yeah, because you wouldn't even been old enough to have those.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember
Oh,
they had a really good articulated Spider-Man as well, but he was bigger than that one. He was just he looked more like an animated figure, but he was the super articulated one, and he had rubber like he was built like a GI Joe as well. Um, this one actually had
it was
a rubber band in his chest. There was another
This
one.
was it like the 10-inch scale figures?
No, they were 6 inch. Both of these were well, maybe what were they back then? Was it 5?
Yeah, they were 5-inch.
Okay, so they would have been 5 inches. One was like a skinnier Spider-Man. There was a really badass character called Halloween Jack that I had. He was green and black and
Oh,
had like
you
a
told me
Joker.
about this guy. I had never seen that guy before. He was crazy looking.
Great articulation too. He didn't. His elbows didn't bend, but his knees were amazing. That was always what we
No,
were after, man. We were always trying to find like what figure has the best articulation, and at that time for us, it was GI Joes. Like
right.
my God, and I don't know, nothing beat those for us. But yeah, I don't know. We had a lot of those crazy. It makes me think about those back in the day, how the evolution from where those were to what is that on your desk?
I was trying to find an easy way to segue this. So
Wow,
this is a Wave 112 scale model kit of the Starship Troopers ape suit.
dude, that is awesome.
So this thing in Japan there was an anime for Starship Troopers, and there was a bunch of art done for the series, and this is something that a Japanese artist came up with, and he had come up with all these beautiful drawings, and so they made a model kit of it, and they never made any bugs to go with it. I wish there was.
Oh,
Um, but this kit, when I got it, everything was in this like green plastic, so I had to paint everything on it.
no kidding.
And oh yeah, every little detail on it had to be painted.
That whole thing was green.
Yeah,
Dude.
everything was olive.
I don't know if you guys are seeing that, but that's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah. So
Wow. Look
anything
at
that's
that.
like silver on there, I had to airbrush because it was all this like olive. And
Wow.
it's one of those kits. Like the Stormtrooper is nice because there's not a lot of seam lines. On this one, there were seam lines that I had to use filler putty on and then sand.
Yeah.
And hadn't really done a whole lot of that, so there's still some seam lines that I wasn't able to completely fill. Um, and the head that came with this was just like a generic bald guy. And
Okay.
when I built it, I was like, I want somebody that looks like the Johnny Rico that I read in the books.
Yeah.
So I was like trying to find. It's kind of hard to get to because of where it's at. I was trying to find something that looked like Johnny, and I had this like young Superman head.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's what's on there. I don't even know if this will focus.
Hey, you need a piece of like something behind it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying. It's just too busy. There's so much stuff going
That
on.
is awesome looking, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I actually built two of these.
Huh.
One of them was when I got it, it was all in a tan, like a sand color.
Yeah.
And when I was building it, I was looking for a head that was the right size, and I had um, it was an older. I had shrunken down the Star Wars. What are they called? Unleashed statues. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think
So
so. Oh, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
had the Obi-Wan.
Okay.
I had
Yeah.
the Obi-Wan from those, and I shrunk the head down, and he's got like the scraggly beard and the messed up hair, and I ended up doing. I need to find pictures of it. The other one that I did was for my brother, and it has this white-haired old man, like the Obi-Wan head inside of it. So he's like a battle-hardened ape.
Cool. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's awesome. Is that was so those unleashed? That's funny you bring up the unleashed line. They did a lot of pretty cool stuff. Like I know
yeah,
there were more statues, but man, the Star Wars stuff especially, they had some really cool stuff in there. Huh.
yeah. Well, I thought that the Mark Hamill head on there's like a Luke, and he has this crazy-looking lightsaber arc around him.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that Mark Hamill head looked better than most.
He seems like a hard one to lock down for companies. I don't understand
Yeah,
why
oh
it's
yeah,
so hard
yeah,
for them to get Mark.
right.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Um,
Did you see Austin's question? Uh,
so let's see.
your biggest army
Um,
builder?
oh, Bill, I have a lot of stormtroopers. That's that, and I have some aliens that I don't know if that counts because they do
Yeah.
so many different aliens, and I see them and I go, "That looks cool," and I buy it, and then I do my best not to break it.
Yeah, I tried really hard not to break it.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
so I have a few army builders though. It's not like I just I'm not a fan of doing it. I never set out to army build like I'm gonna army build that. Like that's gonna happen. Like I don't ever set out to do that. But I do end up. Heck, I ended up with four hand ninjas. So you know
yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
You gotta. I'm surprised you don't have more of those. I figured you'd have bought a ton.
Hey, that's all I found. I bought what I found, so I won't lie.
Kyrus is asking if this thing has articulation. It
Oh
does.
yeah.
It has a really, really cool ab crunch on it. But because the helmet encapsulates his head, and he can't really look up or anything, but it can look like he's in a drop. Um, in the book for Starship Troopers, um, so I like that book, but I will say that anyone who watches the movie and goes, oh, I bet there's some really badass stuff in the books. The only action in Starship Troopers happens in the first chapter and the last chapter. Everything in between is just Johnny recounting his time in the service.
Oh no kidding.
It's all politics.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's weird because the book doesn't read. That book is considered one of Heinlein's boys' novels, and they were like coming of age books,
Uh
except they're not. They're like a rundown of the hardships that a soldier goes through when going into the military.
Wow.
So Johnny has to deal with losing people in combat to bugs and all this stuff.
Oh, right.
So it's interesting. Don Draper was saying us bald guys are generic. Well, not no. There's plenty of unique bald guys. I definitely don't get The Rock and Vin Diesel confused. We go, are you Vin Diesel? I'm The Rock. I go, oh shit, don't beat me up.
Don't beat me up. Please
When
don't
I
beat me
say
up.
generic, the head that came with this thing, it looked like a bald Ken doll. It was so blank. It was weird looking.
Yeah, just nothing. Just nothing to it.
Right.
Poor guy. He just wants to be
Don
loved.
says it's weird when people army build figures that are not meant to be army built.
Those are called those are called scalpers.
I don't know. Darius does a bunch of cool pictures with all those jackals he bought.
But that makes sense though because of the clones.
Did Jackal clone himself though?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not like he does it every time, but he did. So.
Yeah. See, I was thinking. I just remember one of him. I don't know that like when somebody says army build, I always worried that because like with how many versions there are of Spider-Man or Wolverine, Batman, or Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
I love Captain America, and I buy almost every version they put out.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if somebody saw it, they'd be like, "Why are you army building Captain America?"
Right. Like, I'm just buying all the versions.
Right.
Like, I'm not buying the same figure over and over and over again. Yeah, I agree. I've seen. I'm trying to think of like if I've ever done that. I guess probably Nightcrawler figures. I'm a sucker for. Like I would buy them every single time. The amount of Toy Biz Nightcrawlers that I owned at one point was insane.
Dude, you have a ton of Aquamans.
Yeah, but like the same figure.
Yeah. Like I don't know. You definitely buy multiples of the same Aquaman because you have customs in mind.
Yeah, but not really that much. Like I honestly,
Really?
if I look, I think okay, I would say Series 2, DCUC Series 2, I probably had about 4 maybe of the short hair.
I know that I had the regular and the variant of that Aquaman.
Oh, the variant's so good. I love those
Really?
bracers. The bracers.
I like the armor on him, but I always thought that head was terrible.
Oh, with the slick back.
Weird looking. Yeah, his hair was sculpted so poorly on
Well, the
that head.
face on it too. Like it's so different from the other head. Like I'm
Yeah,
like.
it's like his face was flat looking or something.
Yeah. No, I like everything else on that, but yeah, that was my first DCUC figure.
Kyrus was asking, is there another toy just like that? That's very expensive and maybe die cast. I don't know about die cast, but the Machine Krieger stuff is really similar to this. All of the Koyokuyama designs are like his super armored fighting suit is kind of built the same way, and those suckers are expensive.
Damn. Are those what scale are those? Did you say?
So most of the Machine Krieger stuff is going to be like 124th or 125th,
Mm-hmm.
but there are some 112 scale Maquet stuff. I have the 3A, the Croat, which is like a big ass robot. It's really, really cool looking. And then I have one of the WHP kits. And that thing was super, super fun to build. If I didn't have to reach over the camera to get it, I would probably bring it down. But
Yeah,
it's up on a shelf.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah. And look at Corey standing on the desk.
And that's the end, guys. Thanks.
Austin said he read Starship Troopers when he was in the 8th grade. So there was a Texas author that wrote a book that was like an unofficial sequel to Starship Troopers called Armor. Everything that I wanted Starship Troopers to be, that's what Armor was.
Oh, no
It
kidding.
was written by John Stakely. That book is so good.
Hmm.
Let's see.
I'll definitely.
Grunge the movie. He says that's a great mecha. Makes me crave for Steve Iron Man in the upcoming What If Captain Peggy Carter animation.
Oh man, I'm so excited for
Cool.
Peggy. More,
Yeah, that's gonna be
more,
fun.
more
I'm
Peggy.
excited to see anything that's animated well. I feel like we haven't
Yeah,
had a good.
yeah, you're
Uh,
right.
it's been a minute since we've had a badass cartoon.
Yeah, you're right. It's funny because I've been watching. So I never finished the 2012 Ninja Turtle cartoon, which is just
Yeah,
it's just one of the best ever made. I think even you would
yeah.
enjoy it because of the references are ridiculously amazing. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like
Oh, weird.
oh dude, Hellraiser, all sorts of awesome, crazy, just adult, very adult like references. And watching that, and it's like, it's just so damn good. It's just so damn good. Like the writing's good. Me and Christine sit down and watch it, and she loves it. Like she genuinely loves that show, and that's which is rare. But yeah, you're right. When's the last time we had like a really good cartoon?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like it's been. I can't think of the last one that I just. Man, what like a I don't know. Even this one, like it's it's a Netflix special. Like it's not like a long standing cartoon.
Yeah, yeah.
Castlevania's really good, but I don't even know if you
Yeah.
would consider that like
What? How many seasons did we get of Castlevania? Did they go
three.
beyond the season where what was it? The people from Japan showed up and needed Alucard's help.
The
That was season three.
Was it the twins?
I think so. Yeah,
That might have been season three.
yeah.
God,
I didn't finish that season. I need to go back and watch it.
it's really good. I heard that what
Uh,
was it? The Blood of Zeus, is that the new one? That looks like the same
oh, I don't.
animation.
Yeah, Austin said it was good.
Oh, okay,
Blood
cool.
of
Yeah,
Zeus.
yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that one was good. So that's awesome.
Julian said he had to dip. Take it
Uh,
easy, Julian.
yeah. Take care, Julian. He's here every time. We'll see him again. We'll see Julian again. I God dang these little pieces. I'm almost there. I just need like
Is
one hand.
Grunge the movie? Is that your buddy Hugo?
Oh, is it? Is it Hugo? He might
I
be
think
working.
so.
He might be working on something.
Let's see.
Oh, I do see a shredder photo.
Yeah, I
Like
think that's your buddy.
amazing sculptor right there.
Yeah.
Man, and he likes to buy really he likes to buy NECA figures and then they're really expensive
Oh no.
because we got to ship them over there and it's a nightmare. I remember I remember when he's like, "Let's just get this over with." I was like,
Oh
"Oh
no.
man, I'm so sorry, dude. I don't know what to do. I hate this for you." That was expensive, dude. Oh my god, I'll never forget that experience. I was like, man, it was funny too because every time I'm like, all right, I'm gonna check out the price, and then he'd sit there and wait on me, and I'm like, it's worse. It's worse here. It's worse, and he'd just laugh about it. I'm like,
No.
oh, I'm so sorry.
Kyrus said he's always wanted a 2D animated series of AVP, like the Dark Horse books. Man,
That'd be
it
cool.
would be cool to have an adaptation of the AVP comic, just because of how good the comic was, and then the movie was like a bastardized version of that.
Hmm. I
Like
don't.
it looked like what is that? Paul W.S. Anderson that did
Oh,
the AVP movie, the Mortal Kombat guy.
did he do the Predator stuff?
Yeah, he did AVP.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm not into all that as much as like you guys are.
yeah. I want to say the Mortal Kombat guy did. So he did Event Horizon, which I still think is his best film.
Oh,
But he
easily.
also did Mortal Kombat, Resident Evil, Alien versus Predator. There's a ton of stuff. But yeah, he did AVP, and if you watch like the behind the scenes, it's like, oh, I came up with this script, and then you watch the film, and you're like, no, you just read the comic, and then took what you wanted out of it and made something different.
Right. Like you didn't. Well, it doesn't surprise me that he would say something like that.
Right.
This guy is known for. I mean, you know what he's known for? It's like making crappy adaptations, like a few really surprise good films, and then casting his wife and everything else.
Yeah. Is he making the Monster Hunter movie?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Pretty sure.
That's
yeah.
out, isn't it?
As far as I know, yeah.
Has anyone in the chat seen that yet?
I would be surprised if Nick hasn't seen it. Like I would have thought he would have. I figured he would have seen it.
Yeah.
He's a huge.
Well, no, we haven't heard him complain about it yet, so I don't know if he's watched it.
Right? Yeah. There's no way you watched this movie and liked it. So okay, I get. So here I am with I'm almost done finally with this thing, and yeah, I could definitely see that this guy's his neck is kind of. He's kind of squatty.
Oh yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
he's kind of hunched.
Yeah, it's kind of hunched in there, for sure. Like hey, he's got a. It's my hand cam. Yeah. Oh man, hey, there's your Wolverine.
Yeah. I can show off what I normally do with this. So a lot of times I'll just fix it. So some of this up.
You just taking some Aves there?
Yeah, so I'm just putting a little bit of Aves, and this is just a part A, part B, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio, and you just mix it up, and whenever this stuff cures, it's rock hard. So if you want to build just a basic socket out of it, it's super, super easy to do. In fact, you could use it even for like what I was showing you, where you're using it as a push mold.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I use Aves all the time. This stuff is so handy to have, but a lot of times what I'll do, look, this is improper use of a paintbrush.
Oh, I know about that. I know about that.
Thing. Yeah, yeah. Although I promise I won't cut myself.
Man, I cut the hell out of my hand. Where did this piece go?
Yeah, so a lot of times what I'll do is I'll mash this putty into the neck here. This is just to kind of pack it around the sides.
Yeah.
And once this cures, I can go back and paint it black. I'm gonna make an indentation where I want this ball to be. Then I threw it on the floor.
See? That's how it works.
I had Vaseline on my fingers.
Oh.
Yeah, I have an excuse. What's yours, Bill?
Yeah, I was about to say, just like every
What's
other
yours?
day. Wait, can you see it behind me? It's literally right
What's
here.
that?
It's like, look at this. It's there with my card, which is just weird. Gotta have your Vaseline, your petroleum jellies.
There you go. In case you get into a tight spot. The only thing is that you have to kind of remember where the ball is, the socket is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pressing it straight down. I need to kind of fit into that socket a little bit, just a little.
Okay.
But now his head sits up a little higher.
Mm-hmm.
And when that cures, I'll be able to kind of move his head around a little more. And if I'm not happy with it, I can actually take my Dremel and just knock that socket out a little.
Yeah.
But yeah, now his head sits a little bit higher. And I don't have to worry about him looking like he's shrugging all the time.
Right. And don't forget, like, you put that Vaseline on your finger, or on the piece, so it doesn't lock it in there.
Oh, yeah. That way it doesn't get stuck to it.
Just in case you guys were trying to follow along there. That's,
Yeah, sorry.
No. I was just saying, you're the one that...
stuff that
You're
I
the
just
one.
do it by instinct.
No, you're the one that taught me about that. Like that's how we. Corey taught me that one. I was working on this crazy chainsaw um, statue piece that you guys probably, if you saw it on my Instagram. And so I had to hit up Corey, and I was like, man, I was like, I need your help. I was like, what do I do here? And you're like, well, you could make that impression mold basically. And so
Yeah.
I just basically pressed it into one of these chainsaw teeth, and this thing was a good size. So I did that, and sure enough, man, it got me where I needed it to be. For sure, that was
Yeah, yeah.
crazy.
I learned that trick from guys that were using with miniature sculptors. They always had this trick where they would use this stuff called netitite, and it's a two-part epoxy that whenever you mix it up, it stays malleable even when it's cured. So you
Oh,
can press it onto a detail. Like let's say that you wanted the skulls to go onto Spawn's belt, right? And you saw another figure had those skulls. Well, you can mix up netitite, press it onto one of those skulls, then when it cures, pop that cured netitite off,
mm-hmm.
and then just push fresh netitite into that mold, and it's just an easy push mold.
How cool! That is awesome. Yeah, it
Let's
worked.
see.
It worked extremely well for me too, man. I was like, this is freaking awesome. Like, in fact, it worked so well that I used it again on that. I think it was that. Oh, it was that Ultraman head that I was fixing for Darius.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I used it in a different way, but it was really cool because I molded it and then I was able to literally Dremel a piece out and use it as a guide to where exactly how
Yeah.
big I needed to make that piece. So that was really really cool.
Jens was asking, what's this stuff? It's Aves Fix It. It's the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. It's almost exactly the same thing as Aves Epoxy Sculpt.
Fix It is amazing. That's the stuff that I always use too.
What I want to know is, what does Hugo normally sculpt with?
Yeah, Hugo, if you're still in here, what do you sculpt with? I need to get him on here sometime.
Yeah,
He's a
that would be
joy.
awesome.
He's a joy to talk to, man.
I always see the materials that he's using, and it makes me think he's using a two-part compound, but I'm never sure exactly what it is.
Tell your secrets.
Yeah, give us all your secrets.
Give us all your secrets and send me that April head. Thanks.
Secrets and one April O'Neil, please.
Oh, dude, it was funny that that video game I was playing that Immortals
Right.
Phoenix Rising. Um,
Yeah,
so he's got a brother in the game, and I swear it's Hugo. It's like
that's
it's an
hilarious.
animated Hugo, and he even talks like him. It's crazy.
Ah,
I got.
that's
I've been
awesome.
meaning to send him like a clip of it. I was like, dude, it's so insane. It's this is you. Yeah, I need to send that to him.
Kyra said he's had some scary moments with X-Acto knives.
Yep.
I definitely have been there.
Same. I
I,
had
I had a
one.
buddy. We were building miniatures, Warhammer models, and this fool had a knife sitting on the table, and it rolled to the edge, and he wasn't paying attention, and he hits it with his knuckles on accident. It
Oh.
flips completely around, and this X-Acto knife is standing straight up in the air in his thigh.
Ooh no!
Yeah,
No!
it was bad. It was real bad.
Oh God! Yeah, I've had moments. I think we've all. I think if you work with it, it's gonna happen at least once before you learn your lesson. Um, I definitely. I remember whenever I first started doing custom work, I started with an X-Acto knife, and this is why I don't actually use X-Acto knives anymore. I slipped with it and cut my hand. I cut my palm, stabbed myself right into the palm, and then
Ugh.
yeah, that was the last time I ever. After then, I've only used straight razors. I've had much better success just with
So
straight
with
razors.
X-Acto knives, I find that I don't use my X-Acto knife as much. A lot of times, if I'm cleaning up, like if I'm getting heads ready that I'm gonna paint soon, a lot of times, like oh, let me grab the figure.
43, 42.
So I did some some helmets for that Mud Trooper body because I watched Mando and I was like, oh, I need that.
Yes. Looks
I would
awesome.
still like to update the belt and give him the holster, but I painted a batch of these. This is actually a dud that I kept. Um, and what I had to do was I had to Dremel the inside of the helmet and then rebuild the socket because the ball joint on the Mud Trooper Han is actually bigger than the ball joint that's on the tanker helmet.
Of course.
Anyways, so I had to build those, and all that is just epoxy sculpt. And what I do a lot of times is I'll either put Vaseline on the ball joint or I'll just wet it a little bit and I'll push it straight in and then carefully pull it off, and then I let it sit and cure. And once it's cured, it pops on. It's not going anywhere. The good thing about that is, as opposed to having like a C shape that wraps around the ball, you've created more of a U shape, so it's easier to pop straight on.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you want, because if it wraps around it, um, if it encompasses the ball too much, then that sucker's not coming off your figure.
Right. Dude, did you see Hugo said that he uses the most common plumbing putty down here in Brazil. It's epoxy.
Nice.
He said that's what he can
Dude,
get.
I have tried, when I first started sculpting with epoxies when I was very young, um, I went out and bought a tube of plumber's epoxy, and it stank all to hell. It was horrible.
Really?
Cancerous shit you shouldn't get on your skin.
Yeah.
And like as soon as I got it on me, I was like, "Yeah, this is gross. I don't like it." And I ended up like washing it off with my hands. But I had no luck with it. But there's so many different epoxies, and even green stuff is considered a plumber's putty.
I can't stand green stuff, man.
Really, because it's tacky.
Yeah, way too tacky for me. I could
Yeah.
never get it to smooth out or anything like that.
Oh
Um,
man. What gets me is how many people will lick their tools. Yeah, he's finally done. That is a common thing, kind of like people who lick their paintbrushes. I have never.
I don't.
That's not for me.
That's never even crossed my mind. Now I will. I have like I'll put my paintbrush or tool in my mouth like this. Like if I gotta grab something, I'll put it by.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
and yeah,
Being a
sometimes
pirate's okay.
there's some sculpt and there's some stuff like this one. This one ain't going in my mouth because, unless I scrape this off because that's like all sculpt and stuff. I'm like, no.
Oh yeah, you got some real nasty shit on there.
Yeah.
It probably tastes great. Grunge. Hugo said he's got a minute, over a minute lag. Honestly, Hugo, that might be because well, Bill starts talking and he just doesn't stop.
Ever. No.
Oh man, actually, I think it's about time for me to call it a night.
It
It's
is
past
10:20,
10.
guys. We're gonna
Yeah.
definitely call it. This is awesome. Yeah, I like how you just like kept the conversation going long enough to keep me here and allow me to
Building
finish
your kit.
this. Yeah, finally,
Yeah.
you finished that thing like so. Like you're like it'll probably take me 2 hours. You were done in like an hour, probably. And look, here we are. Just now, I just now finished. I got up one time. I only got distracted like once, 3 times,
Right.
4. All
Hey, it's
right.
finished now. Are you gonna mix up some epoxy and heighten the neck?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think so.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably do some Procreate though.
Okay,
Yeah,
we got to pick out
cause
the next kit we're gonna do.
oh god, if it's anything like if this is any inclination, like if we do the one we're thinking about doing, it's gonna be like a seven
Yeah,
part series.
yeah. That one that we want to do is gonna take a minute, but it would be awesome to have a few more like regular kits. I
Yeah,
like doing 112 scale stuff,
yeah,
so I'm gonna see if I can find some weird 112 scale kit that we can both build together.
yeah. We'll definitely. If you guys enjoyed this, let us know. If you guys have any kits in mind, nothing like super crazy. We try to keep it within reason, but let
Yeah.
us know what you guys think as well, and we'll consider some of those ideas. But we want to thank everybody
The
for showing up tonight. Corey, you got anything else you want
Yeah,
to say?
thank you. I had another kid in mind. I'll tell you about it later.
All right. Cool. All right, guys. Well, as always, Corey's going to keep on casting. You guys take care out there, and I'll keep repairing. Don't forget about Jesus Rep.